Alright, welcome back to another art time video, where today I'm starting drawing that I've already started on, not too long ago, but yeah. This is the drawing that I've been doing. I just started these two characters here, got them shaded, textured in, all that stuff, yada yada yada. Not really much I can say about that, other than the fact that I'm a little bit infuriated today, so I'm probably not going to sound too enthusiastic. We're coloring in, shading, and texturing these items. Mayhaps I'll also include the background, depending on how long this takes. And there's probably like a few things got to prove upon, because I did kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Skewed these to match the perspective a little bit more easily. Anyways, yes, if you enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more, and now let's fully get into it, shall we? So, I have been playing, so before I, start, long ago, I got a game called Hollow Knight. Y'all probably know about that one. And, I only played it up until the first boss, and then I, switched on over to a different game, and I've forgotten about it ever since. And now I have gone back to it and be like, yeah, I haven't, I'm fixing some stuff up here. I got this game, and yet I haven't really done anything with it, at all. So I decided to go back to it, since we have a 3-day weekend and all that stuff. And it was good for, most of it. It was weird going back to it after having beaten the first boss and going into the second area. And then it just started to get more tedious and annoying the further along I went. I think there's only, one area I haven't gotten unlocked yet. Still got a whole bunch of stuff to get done with. But my god, is it tedious. I didn't know I could hate bugs as much as I already have, but lo and behold, freaking swear, I just wish I can literally just physically tear all of those insects limb from limb, wing from wing, especially the flying assholes. Oh my god, it's so annoying. It's just been fucking constant, frustrating, aggravating bullshit. Having to deal with so many tedious enemies, especially the frickin' flying guys, and the shield guys are even more so annoying. You gotta frickin' maneuver around them, and gotta frickin' try to learn how to parry, which I still haven't figured out how to do yet. So far I just focus on jumping over some of them and wait for them to attack, and then boom, hit them in the back. Still annoying. Even if I am able to do it without too much issue, it's just it's gotten to a point where my patience has run so thin these days, where even if it's in a situation where the enemy shouldn't really frustrate me, say beginning level enemies, I'm still pissed and call them names. Regardless, I'm trying to complete it, but I have to get this drawing finished and a couple more drawings that I want to get finished before I waste this 3-day weekend on being infuriated. Also, mayhaps get a Minecraft video in. Although, that's moving from frustrating tediousness to, just, oh my god, there's so much to do, tedious kind of stuff, you know? I should just go back to Forbidden West again. That's its own level of frustration, but at the very least it's just slightly less frustrating than having to deal with the nonsense in that department. Well, with Forbidden West, there's so many frustrating enemies. Those monkeys are, I forgot what they were called, claw somethings? The monkey fucks? I almost typed fucking broadsword layer. No worries. Oh wait, that's the longsword I'm looking at. Why are games just frustrating me nowadays? Is it because my patience has just been worn so goddamn thin thanks to this frickin' job? I barely have the patience for these kinds of challenging games. It's why I don't even want to try to bother playing games recent in this department. Elden Ring. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, this is what's gonna happen. Fucking shit, motherfucking bitch horse, cunt stained son of a fuckhead, something or another. That's what it's all gonna be. Just me, just spouting a whole bunch of words, insults, and all that stuff. It's just, there's no way I can enjoy those even if it is just it's just the challenge, bro. I don't have the patience anymore for challenges. Okay, for instance, the Tiny Tina Wonderland game is very easy. Sure, there were some annoying instances in the beginning that made me pissed, but as soon as I got my build started going, my spell shot Graveborn combo spell, able to get this freaking, we got this cool lightning spell that we send off that runs towards the enemy. We got a shield that also sends down a lightning bolt when they damage us or we damage them, shoot them kind of deal. And it was just fun at that point. That was just fun. What do you call it? Dying Light 2 recently. I haven't gone back to that yet because of that dialogue glitch, but that was also fun, despite the fact that the human enemies are so annoying. Obviously. And there are some fun moments in Horizon. It's just the select few mechs that just makes me want to just go in there with friggin' god powers and just physically tear them down limb from limb kind of deal, you know? It's hard to try to enjoy games nowadays with my patience being as low as it is now. Probably just put the long sword in front of the broadsword in the folders department. Yes, that's what's been going on as of recent. Pure and utter frustration and name calling. No N-words though. In a sense, this is just a whole bunch of freaking insects. Stop it. So no reason to. Well, they're all technically black, aren't they? Well, regardless, nah, we ain't like that. We say cunt around here. That's the only word we will say that is apparently controversial nowadays. It's just like the saying dick or cock or something like that, right? Except it's the... Hopefully that scared you. And stop messing with the damn shit underneath, cat. No, it hasn't. What are you doing down there? Of course that's all messy down there. Why is that lit? Oh, I'm too freaking aggravated to deal with you right now, cat. No, but seriously, it's entirely just unnecessarily frustrating sometimes. There are some fun moments. But a lot of aggravation. Not really much I can say about it other than just freaking gotta take a break for that and get this done with. We're slowly making our way through completing most of the map. It wouldn't be so bad if we didn't have a subset of enemies that just makes me want to physically enrage and just murder them. But, yes. So yeah, when we're only doing friggin' games that I know I won't be raging on here, Minecraft does have some of its rage moments. When enemies just don't want to friggin' give up and keep trying to friggin' get in your way while you're building something. That has to be more blue. The pillagers are a good example. Constantly getting in my way while I'm trying to build. But I digress. Apparently they're already making DLC for the Wonderlands game, which is apparently coming out next week. So that's going to be interesting. I gotta buy it, of course. I didn't get the season pass, but yeah. Alright, handle. Yeah, we're just coloring. We're not saving any of these I should probably save some of them. I mean, I guess these are just like basic weaponry, nothing too special about them. It's just like, you know, we have them here because though, man, dang old having so many heater gamer moments with this gear game, man. Talk about some dang old frustration. Yeah, the same applied with Metroid Dread when it came out. That was like needlessly frustrating as well. It's hard to, I don't know, like, it's hard for me to try to figure out, like, what's the difference between challenge and tedious? A challenge is just like, you know, you fight against a boss a bunch of times, and, eventually, you'll be able to, beat it, right? And it's, you know, well-crafted patterns or something like that. No bullshit moves or something. I don't know. Is that what challenging goes for nowadays? Because nowadays it just seems like tediousness is just taking over most of the challenge. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm experiencing trivial brain damage from the amount of frustration that I've been having to endure with that freaking game. And I want to go back and color or draw. Right now we're just coloring, but you know what I mean. What are you doing, cat? Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Murph. Wish you would stop that. Stop. The platforming is relatively simple. And most of the combat is also relatively simple. It's just that so many enemies are they just make me want to explode. Explode with a fit of rage. Punch the TV if I could. If the TV was impervious to all damage, I would. We need like some form of like a punching bag or something, you know? And maybe something with like limbs. Like quote-unquote limbs on it. To kind of just like tear them off, you know? Stop it. Okay, I'm gonna get this ruby. Oh yeah. I guess I could talk about that. Try to steer clear from aggravation. Cat. Also, yeah, your thing is down there. I don't know why you're not playing with that instead of scratching everything in sight down there. About ready to just tear apart all the freaking wood underneath that thing. Although that's just going to cause the bed to just fall down because it's... freaking bed frame still... Why is it so hard to get a freaking bed frame? I told them it's broken. They have to freaking try to find... Because I don't know a thing about how to get that way. I think this is supposed to be more spherical. You know? And another similar... I guess it is kind of like similar, except, you know, combat was different. What was it called again? Ender Lilies, yeah. I managed to get 100% completion in that game, but oh boy, man, did I have some anger. Was I angry in those games? Man, I wish there was like some game out there where you just like play as this overpowered god who doesn't die, and you can just literally beat the shit out of like the bosses that pissed you off in other games, and just like, you know, tear them apart. You know? It's kind of similar to Ken Raitaningu in that one drawing I did. You know, the one with all for one. I can actually bring it out right now. That was like last album, correct? This one right here. This is the boss that we're having troubles with, and here is our hacked character beating the ever-living shit out of the fucking boss. Did I? Okay, I did press X on that, just need to make sure. That would be great, wouldn't it? Just to it would be therapeutic to just have this god who just like, if there's just like this attack in this game that you can't block or avoid, Ken Raitaningu will just do this, slam the fist down or sword down, break it in half, take the blade out that's in the ground, grab them by the shoulder, like, imagine this is a big boss right here. And then there's his head right there. Just giant gash right here in the boss's head. Imagine a Elden Ring boss or something. I don't know. I don't play it, so you guys probably would like to think about that. Instead of just mani-pedi, just like simple hit it until boss plays death animation. Nah, we just gore this. We go full on Doom in this game. In this freaking entire endeavor. We just tear the boss apart without even giving it a chance to friggin' breathe. That's what Cain Wright and Inu would do. He'd destroy the boss. It wouldn't even be a challenge. It would just be more therapeutic, you know? There's no challenge needed in that. You just want to see the boss get destroyed, right? You just want to see them die a very painful and slow death that runs over the course of like 5, maybe 10 minutes, depending on how pissed the boss makes you. You know? Instead of just swing sword at it and do like this minor damage that has no visual indication that there's a cut there, we just, you know, an indication there, show there's a torn piece of flesh or ripped out bones or something like that, you know? That would feel great. Even with the annoying nuisance minor enemies, it would just be great to just see them die in the most horrific and painful ways. This is a whip. I don't know what else I could do with whip weaponry unless there was some way to like have it be like an extended retractable whip or some shit, I don't know. Anywho's and wits, yeah. Something like that would work perfectly for, those particular types of bosses, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. Just wanting to like murder these enemies in better ways than how they're being murdered in the game as it stands. That's what it is in most games, really. You just want to see the enemy just undergo... I mean, okay, that's most likely just like a... What do you call it? A side effect of my psychotic tendencies, but, you know... I'm not really the only one that undergoes these forms of frustrations. We all have to deal with these frustrating bosses. We all just wish that the boss would just die in more gruesome and painful ways. Or, well, maybe not all of us, but there's definitely a whole bunch of people out there who would want that, now wouldn't they? That's why we got Doom, folks. Doom. Okay, so, since I didn't really talk about this in Minecraft stuff, because, man, this was just something we've been talking about for, you know, drawings. The Full Metal Alchemist series that I have been watching. Is that? Okay, that's just not really showing the lines there. So at last we talked about it. We were talking about that one episode, you know. Spoilers. And apparently it is true. It was, he faked Maria's death by using his brain. I knew they wouldn't just do him dirty like that. It wouldn't make any sense. But now, of course, and I'll talk about dang old, we got pretty far there, a little bit hard. What episode are we on? 25 we're on. Insane, right? I don't remember what that one episode was, but it was a while ago. But yeah, we got a pretty good distance away there. So, well, good news for her. Luna doesn't have to come in and save her and do all that stuff. But she's probably going to come in and get her anyways because of, you know, obvious reasons. I wish I could talk about more of that stuff, but I'm not in the mood to talk about it. I am too infuriated still. The frustration is still in my head, kind of, you know? It's like a headache, almost. Except it's not an actual headache, it just feels like it is a headache because it's just like slightly sore. What are those three figures are gonna be freaking major bosses. Most of the bosses have just been annoying so far. Imagine how annoying those three are going to be. Probably very. Okay, I'm gonna have this string be different color. Maybe more red. And then there's that arena nonsense. I only did the first one because, my god, it fucking took too long to complete. Ugh, so annoying, you know what I mean? Let's see here. Handle 1A. The progress we've made so far is pretty decent, though. Let's see. Because I don't know, like, how the order of things go around here. I think you need the Mantis Claw to be able to get around the crystal area, so I got the super charged thingy. And apparently we got that dark descent thing, whatever it's called. There's like 2 of those. You get one from that one particular boss, but if you get that glow thing, you can get that pretty early on, can you not? Or did I have to break something to get into there? I don't remember. It's been a little bit. Which, by that I mean it's been like a few hours. But yeah, we have some progress there in that department. There's still so many... Like, the one thing I seem to have trouble sometimes is the downward / jump thing. And I can get it sometimes, but on other occasions, nope, can't hit it. Oh, fell down. Oh, we took 2 needless freaking damage. Because we couldn't freaking somehow land it. I don't know, man. That's an ability that's so annoying to try to use sometimes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, none of these weaponry have any name or anything. There's just like random weapons you just see on like the store or something. I got myself some Nepsi. Since I already had my orange soda today. I don't want to have more than 1 orange soda a day. Try to make that last a little while longer, you know? Alright, I think this one should be a little bit more golden-esque. Well, not golden-esque. You'll see what I mean. In a minute. I mean, most of the bosses we haven't really been having too much trouble doing. It's just like, we take a hit, I am infuriated. I don't know why. Lack of patience? Most likely. Like that Count boss, you know, the douchebag who just teleports all over the place. I somehow managed to do that on the first attempt. Constant healing. Would you stop scratching under there? Get out! Get out! Don't make me friggin' destroy this frame even further because I'm trying to stop you. Christ, this cat needs to listen. She has 2 perfectly good scratching posts over there. No need to destroy the bed that's already fucking destroyed. God. Where was I? Oh yes, we beat the Count douchebag in 1 attempt. And I think the frickin' Mantis bitches at frickin' 3 attempts. And that one cunt nugget in the green area, the 2nd attempt. You know, cunt 1A. I didn't mean to put that in, but whatever. Tip. Actually, that would be a tip. I forgot her name. The one with the frickin' needle sword thing. 2nd attempt. The false knight guy, 1st attempt. It's like the bosses don't take too long. Some of them are just annoying to, like, just deal with. Would you stop it? God, Christ, cat, just listen. I'm in no mood. My patience has run so damn thin that the cat's antics are pushing my brain over the edge. Can't even pick this up without you fucking doing shit. Here. Have this ball. Did I seriously just toss that behind that fucking thing? Christ. It's like life just does not want me to fucking have a fun time. Go get the ball. Go play with that. Stop destroying the bed even further while I'm trying to focus on drawing this. Christ. See, this is anger me. So I have to freaking not play games that are going to piss me off with the video, because you'll just see angry me all the time. Angry, constantly frustrated, constantly wanting to rip apart the enemy that's pissing me off constantly. That kind of stuff, you know? I don't know how the hell I can enjoy games anymore now that my patience has just gone to a point where any minor thing is just going to trip me off. How the hell do you deal with that, Anger management doesn't really help when all you can really do is freaking bottle it up. Can't even let it out without those two just being annoyed. You don't understand anything in that department. I understand that sometimes you gotta let out the anger. Because if you don't, you're just gonna keep bottling it up, and it's gonna get even worse, and something's gonna break. Or at least has a higher chance of breaking, I don't know. Frustration, aggravation, constipation. Alright, well, at the very least now the cat's finally distracted. So now we don't have to worry about her scratching up the damn bed frame. I don't know if there's any other games out there that I'm looking forward to playing now. I still gotta play more of Dying Light 2. And also Forbidden West. Seriously, cat? And now you're tipping over my goddamn hammer as well. That's already broke. Everything in this place is breaking. Why must everything break? Ugh. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, I guess. God damn it. I wish I could just not be frustrated right now, but whatever. Is that supposed to be above? Or is that supposed to be below? Well, first things first, you need to be lined up. I think you're supposed to be above. Also, below looks good too, so I don't know. Maybe below. Yeah, we'll let it be below for now. And then as for the shelf, well, we'll see what happens. How long have we been at this so far? Almost 30 minutes. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. Okay. So, I guess I'll just put the shelves over here. I wonder if you can hear that. Oh, and seriously, cat, you're gonna tip the damn basket over again. Don't give me that look. I know what you're gonna do. You're gonna tip the basket over again when you get out. No, she didn't, surprisingly. I also adjusted the audio a bit on what do you call it, OBS. I don't know if it's improved or anything. I adjusted the settings a tiny bit in a few departments, as well as got rid of this one thing that wasn't really necessary, technically speaking. So here's the cat. How do you keep landing yourself in my hamper? I should really put those clothes away. Ugh. Let's see here. Older looking book. Yes, he sells tomes too. I haven't exactly figured out what I have planned for, like, how... Oh wait, that's not cover, those are pages. to the cat. She's trying to grab it from right underneath the thing. Or not right underneath the thing, right through the grates in the hamper. Let me see what I had for a second. Because I wanted to try to keep things a bit condensed in the weaponry department. I think I had like 8 or something. Right here I have 10 on the list, but I don't know if I want to like condense any. We got your blades over here, your clubs over here. You got whips, but that's not in the order. You got lance, one of the lances here. Staffs, I guess it depends really. Staffs and wands. Blades and Oh, I forgot an axe. I forgot to draw an axe, of course. A great axe. Crap. Look, okay, I had the ideas in mind, I just don't remember. Alright. We're gonna also draw an axe then. Why not? I was thinking about maybe having these orbs here, but I don't know about the orbs actually. The orbs, I'll probably just get rid of. You know, actually, I don't even know where the hell this drawing was. Was it 47? Was it 46? Yes, the orbs of density. I don't think you saw me draw that one. I think this is before I started art time. Yeah, it's just something for like, you know, wind users. Not wind users. Zephyr, that's what I'm looking for. Aether probably wouldn't be a good one to use, though. Nah, not really. I like Zephyr, though, for like all things like wind, kind of. Wind, electricity, that kind of stuff, you know. Alright, now for the gloves. This one's going to be a little bit tricky because of where we have everything right now. Crap. Why didn't you grab the whole thing? Grab the whole thing. There we go. I'll just put the gloves over here, I guess. Gauntlets. That's what it's called here, gauntlets, but it's mostly just like knuckle daggers, you know, the kind of knuckles here, or glove type weapons, or gauntlets, and all that stuff, you know. I still gotta figure out like the order. Like, let's see here. Blades and daggers, great swords and great axes, hammers and clubs. Maces fall under that category as well, I guess. Bows and longbows, bows and crossbows, ranged weaponry. I mean, I definitely do want to draw a great axe. I could probably draw more weaponries here. I gotta figure out like what kinds that I want to draw. Oh, for the love of all that is hell! It's fine. It's frickin' fine. Is this lined up? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Now it's lined up. No, now it's not. Christ, everything just does not want to work in my favor today, huh? Just constant aggravation. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Hopefully this tires the damn cat out so that she can just sleep, and then we'll just have a sleepy cat on our hands instead of a cat that's destroying stuff. I wish I could leave those around, but then I'll wake up to a whole bunch of jingling and then I'll be pissed again. And I'll probably have a hard time going back to sleep, you know? This will probably be posted tomorrow, depending on how long it takes for me to write all the stuff up. Also, probably, I don't know, like freaking. We got ourselves a 3-day weekend, but boy oh boy, does it feel like the days go by fast when you don't have to work. Although I guess technically speaking, it is going by fast the more I work on this. But it's technically considered work, technically not, because I'm not really making any money off of this particular drawing. The Patreon stuff, yes, not that much though. I'm thinking about the next one will possibly be a fan art related drawing. Most likely Kim Possible, since technically I believe she's 18 towards the graduation end of the entirety of the series, you know? And a lot of people have made so much art of her, I feel as though that it's probably for the best that we like, you know? Just like say that, yes, she's definitely turned 18 on the graduation. It makes sense. It would make the whole Shigo x Kim shippers not look weird, you know? Obviously, because, like, what, Shigo's in her 20s or something? She's definitely way older. I mean, they don't talk about I'm always for those there girl-on-girl relationship stuff. But, yeah. We got ourselves, Ron's probably still 17, though, let's be honest. But, yes, Kim Possible will be the first one in that department. Because I feel like that gets a hell of a lot more attention, does it not? I feel like it does. You see a lot more of that kind of art on DeviantArt. Let's see here. A little bit more curved. Okay, cool. I've had this idea that's been stewing around for quite a while now. So hopefully I'll be able to get that, you know, performed. Let's see. I'm thinking about this being kind of, well, let's get the bottom part done first. Let me tell you about the whole Ender Lilies stuff as well. Man, oh man, was that frustration central. I somehow managed to get 100% though. I did not play the thing, because I did not feel like going through the game again through even more difficult means. But yes, that was annoying. The first boss we went through wasn't that annoying. I think we got through that with like our first attempt. But then the other variation of that boss was so freaking annoying. I never wanted to punch a freaking... Hold on, was she a child or a full-grown adult? I can't quite recall. Well, I never wanted to punch a non-adult / child so much before in my life because of that fucking boss fight. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that gives you the dash ability. Man, oh man, was that game so freaking frustrating. And there was other bosses that were slightly less annoying. What was that dungeon level? You know, the one where all the executioner guys are at? I think that boss fight we were able to do in like one attempt, if I remember correctly. Oh my god. Why am I even thinking about it? It's just making me more frustrated. Just thinking about how annoying those fights were. Really can't. And I only found out about that game due to Toonami. They did like this game review kind of deal to it. And a lot of games have just been frustrating. One good example, Crash 4, It's About Time. That is frustrating. When you get further into it, it gets real frustrating. The main frustration part mostly comes from trying to get all the damn gems, of course. And then there's the perfect death relic. Boy, oh boy, you all know how much of a pain that stuff is to get, right? I never bothered with that crap. I was trying to go for 100% once before, but, you know, the constant hidden boxes, and then the freaking... all the other stuff, that was just frustrating. The lives weren't even that much of an issue either. We never got a game over in that game at all. It's more of a case of, like, the more you die, the more it just gets frustrating because, okay, we went through this song and dance before, so stop it. And of course we went for the classic variation, not like we're going to go for the modern one, which is just like infinite deaths and no lives. Otherwise, what's the point of the Wumpa Fruit and the boxes with extra lives in them, right? They should go back to the olden days and, you know, and the trilogy. Not all these gems and all this stuff. The gems just feel so oversaturated now, you know? You know what I mean? Like, seriously. The gems just feel so goddamn oversaturated. There's just way too many gems. You don't need Wampa gems, alright? Wampa gems are not needed. Okay? Okay? Death gems, kind of pointless. If you're going to have the perfect run, no deaths, all boxes collected, the perfect relics are fine. So long as they are optional and you don't need them for anything, percentage-wise especially. Because that's just annoying. But, yeah, hidden gems, too many hidden gems. Alright, there's too many hidden gems. At that point, it just feels kind of oversaturated. The original Crash trilogy had a perfect amount of hidden gems. And some of those hidden gems being colored gems as well. I also bring back more colored gems. I feel like those colored gems, could get a hell of a lot more use out of, these things here and there. Alright, now there's a crossbow that I want to... It would make sense. But I don't know how to draw a crossbow, and I don't feel like looking at it, so maybe we won't draw a crossbow. Look, there's so many weapon types here, I'm not going to draw every single one of them. I'm just drawing what I can. Great axe. Yeah, they got the heavy weapon, heavy blade weapons. Kind of like... What, did you lose your ball? Did you get it somehow behind there again? I'm not gonna get it, alright? You lost the ball, now I'm gonna have to get it when I'm done with this. But yeah, that was, the entirety of that game was just, frustrating. 106% is kind of like a massive amount of, like, stuff that you have to get, you know? You have to get a platinum relic. Whoops. Oh, no, you got it back. In order for it to count, which is kind of absurd. And then there's the the deathless runs. How the original game used to handle, like, you getting gems, which makes sense. I do kind of like those, but I don't like that they're, mandatory for percentage stuff. But, yeah. This is, I feel like there's a few things I could improve upon, like the formula. Like, if you want to add more gems, try to find some, maybe like an enemy gem or something, That'd be nice. Kill all the enemies in the level. Box gems, or maybe just, like, don't make it gems at all. Like, make the box gems, box gems. You can still have hidden gems and color gems for stuff, but maybe have, like, a relic for, say, a relic for killing all the enemies in a level. Crystals, bring those back. I like the idea of collecting crystals at the end. Crash 2, 3, and even Wrath of Cortex. Oh wait, what the hell am I doing with that? I'll have this one be like Lapis or something. A Lapis with a great axe. Lapis wielding a great axe with her giant great axe, water great axe, kind of idea that I'm thinking about right now. Anyways, yeah, that would be a good like addition. Kill all the enemies, get yourself a, what do you call it? And just like boxes, enemies will respawn if you, die before the checkpoint. It's just like you kill an enemy here, spin, kill, checkpoint, enemy here, kill, and other enemy kill you. Respawn, enemy gone, you know what I mean. You understand what I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm trying to give you a visual representation of an enemy respawning in the areas after you've gotten a checkpoint. I mean, we got relics. We could call it time relics, perfect relics, enemy relics. I guess we want to keep things simplistic. Time, perfect, enemies. I guess it would kind of feel oversaturated to add in a relic for like no dying, but not have one from boxes. That feels like it would kind of oversaturate things, would it not? Okay, there's going to be a wall of weapons here. Wall of weapons. Door. Maybe a shelf with some stuff. We'll see what happens. For now, let's just shade in all of this stuff. I'm going to put in all the notches and nodes in here to kind of like, later on, to show that the weapons are being hung up by something and not by some magnetic force. Although I guess it would kind of make sense if you were to have like a magnet wall. And if you just put a weapon up against it, it would stick. And make it so that the magnetic wall isn't too strong to where you can't take the weapon off the wall, but strong enough to where the weapon won't fall off, you know? But now I'll probably just put in little notches and nodes into the wall here. Yeah, definitely like get rid of the hidden boxes. Hidden boxes are kind of annoying, you know? You already got hidden gems there, but you just had to add hidden boxes. If you want to add hidden boxes, at least add some like subtle hints and clues showing, oh hey, there's this Wampa trail leading off of the path. Oh, let's follow it. Oh, invisible flooring that just popped up. Kind of like how in Crash 1 they did that with that one particular instance. Or if you want to have some of those hidden boxes, at the very least, you know, have it for a couple levels, not like several. Hidden boxes aren't the staple of Crash Bandicoot. Sure, you're going to be missing some boxes here and there in certain instances, but having them be completely hidden and hard to find instead of like exploring a path. Ooh, that'd be another good idea. Have more branching off paths you can explore, you know? Not like open world, I mind you, just like multiple paths. Like a good example. Here's the main path you're following. Oh, here's another path. Branching off into another path here. The main path, here's the end of the level. Oh, here's another path. Oh, this path will get you over here. Another branching off path here. And we got a path over here. Oh, what's this? That cliff here you saw a box on top of? It goes around here. Oh, what's this over here? Separated paths. Yeah. And there you go. That's the kind of level design idea I would have in mind for like a Crash game. A separate path for you to like get some stuff off of. Maybe we can have another path like right here. But there's a pit here that you have to like double jump over. And that's where you get one of the gems. I don't know. That kind of stuff, you know? More branching out paths, more areas to like explore. Not too complex though. Maybe we'll... Oh wait, no. I'm not working on that yet. Maybe we could have like the that one infamous level where there's like it's so complex. Just only one though. Like you have this like all these branching off paths. And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna add this one particular annoying level. Only one that's gonna have all those paths and amp it up to 11. So exploring it's going to be a little bit annoying. But there's only one, and it's the infamous level that everybody talks about. Everybody will hate the level, and that's the idea. But we only have one of those. Everything else will be slightly less annoying. Maybe like 3 branching off paths, and some loop arounds and stuff like that. Just gets you to explore a little bit more, you know? And the more enemies you kill, the more, space is opened up. It's kind of like somewhat of a similar idea to what I have in like, what was it again? Realm of the Cats, Castle Cat. The quote-unquote sequel to the mechanical mayhem idea I have in mind, which is more close to Crash Bandicoots 2 and 3, and rather Cortex, and that it's just basically a hub with 5 levels and a boss in it. That kind of deal, you know? But this one is more like a Super Mario 64 map style kind of deal. I think there was a lot of ideas I had in mind for it. I think I might actually have some notepads here, do I not? Castle Cat. Where is that again? No, not here. Was it here? No, it wouldn't be all the way down there. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. There's some of the, what do you call it, ideas I have in mind. Where is it? Should be around here somewhere. I do vaguely remember placing it down. Maybe I didn't write it down. I could have sworn I wrote down some ideas in that department. I could have sworn. No. Ah, here it is. Let's see. I only got like, not many ideas planned. Doesn't matter. I had a decent amount of ideas in mind for like how many areas there would be. But it'd be in a similar fashion to Super Mario, you know. The original one, not 64 or any of the well, there was Super Mario Wii U, right? That was the one that like went back to the old and what? Oh, that's right. I named that handle and not blades for some stupid reason. Blades. But it has the same map idea, the Castle Cat one, but it's in a fashion similar to Crash Bandicoot with all the movesets they got unlocked. And the way this plays off is, in this particular instance, the cat you're playing as is different from the one from Mechanical Mayhem. That one was Matt the Cat. I forgot what this one was called, though. Nat, was it? I think it was Nat. Nat the Cat. And there was one for like a racing kind of like game idea in mind, where it's one of the main cat characters you play as is Cat the Cat, you know, K-A-T kind of deal. You know, cat. That's what I'm talking to you. But yeah, Nat the Cat, I think it was, going on an adventure, and it's basically plays similar to Crash Bandicoot in the sense that the gameplay is similar to Mechanical Mayhem, you know, Mechanical Mayhem. Not to be confused with Mechanical Madness from Sonic Heroes, at least I think that's what his name was, right? Right? Mechanical Madness? Terraria? Excuse me? What? Hold on. Am I remembering it wrong? Sonic? Metallic Man? No. What was his name? Okay, hold on. Sonic Heroes Final Boss. What was his name again? Metal Man. Okay, never mind. Metal Man. I was completely mistaken. But still, Mechanical Mayhem is a, good name to go off of for this particular one, because the main boss in mine is Mechanical Boss. I've said it before in a previous video, but if none of y'all came and saw that one particular video, I don't know which one it was, so I'll just repeat myself. We all know y'all's like the Void Demon like a reprieve. But Mechanical Madness plays similar to Crash Bandicoot. And where the ancient cats, give you tokens that essentially, marks the work that you've done in the game. So, crystals, gems, and relics are replaced with tokens. The first token you get is essentially I've drawn this token before. Let me see if I can remember which folder that was drawn in. Yeah, this one. The token in question, we've already drawn it from a while back, is this. It looks like that, with a ROTC cat's face there, and it says ROTC token. Another token is gems. In this game, it works similar to Spyro, where you're collecting gem shards. You're not breaking any boxes and any of that stuff. To kind of like set it apart from Crash Bandicoot, in ROTC, in Realm of the Cats, you're collecting gem shards and reforming gems back to their former glory. Like, it's a logical idea on how to, like, create these gems here. Who's giving Crash these gems when he breaks these boxes? But with the ROTC cats, you're collecting shards to reform a gem. Of course, the shard count's randomized, but the gems are all the same size. Nobody knows why or how that happens. But yes, the ROTC cat token for this one looks like a gem. The gem that you have just collected in the middle. Same color, not golden. The gem will be in the middle. And then it's given to you. Unlike in Crash Bandicoot, though, you do still get a token even if you don't collect all the gem shards. A silver token to show that you collected a decent amount of shards here, but you are still missing something here. A good way to show you that, yes, there are some shards here. I forgot what it was, though. Oh yes, bronze token. For this one, there's like the only two that have any changes in their token value or color is a gem one and a time token. We already know how that works. Similar to Crash Bandicoot, collect the time clock, gem shards. Some of them turn into time, golden shards, which increases your time. That kind of deal. I've always wanted to make like a Crash Bandicoot-esque game. And the ROTC Cats is the perfect game to work with because A, small size, just like Crash Bandicoot, and B, obviously different lore, not tribal. I mean, yeah, the cats have their own like village and stuff, but there's no tribal stuff. It's basically just like our own kind of like world that we build up. Didn't I? I didn't have it. I think. Wait, no. If I had it, it would have been written down in the game ideas and notepads like Neutron Adventure. It would be nice to be able to make a game like that. Hopefully, one day I can get to that, and I don't just end up being stuck in this godforsaken job for the rest of my life. So we'll just keep creating, and one day maybe we'll find a game developing company that's like, I like the cut of your jib, Magic Man, and then they give me the job, and then I prove that I am the best worker there. Because, let's be real here, nobody wants to do 12 hours in a job they hate. I would have no problems working 12 hours, developing a game and doing all that stuff. Spending all the hours I'm allowed to spend, of course, just making games. It would suck being told that you have to take some time off because you've been working too many hours, because, let's be honest here, I would do that. I'd be like, no, man, I want to continue making this particular game. I would be more inclined to work more hours there if it's a game that I am personally a part of. ROTC Cats, for instance. Anyways, back to what I was talking about before. So, the gem color instances, the token colors for the gem token. Bronze is given to you if you collect over 0%. Alright, so in this instance, like, say, you collected all the gems in the level, or gem shards in the level, but, you only get a bronze? That means there's, like, some area that you're missing, or there's some secret thing that you need to get to be able to, unlock and get all the rest of the gem shards. And then there's, silver, which essentially is, 50%, in between 50% and 100% gem shards collected, which if you collected all the shards in the area and you're still given a silver, that means that you might not have that much left. So, find an alternate path, collect what little gem is there, or find the power-up you need to get the gems you need in a certain area you couldn't get, and boom, that's all the gems in that, or gem shards in that area. And then gold, obviously, is you get the whole gem. As simple as that. And of course, the time tokens are just like, bronze, silver, gold, time. Beat your time, try to get the best time. Now, I think the idea I have in mind for that particular instance is that we're going to make the challenge the same as gold relic challenges in Crash, in the Crash series. Like, no platinum-esque time because, these are kind of required to get a 100% ending. You need to get all the gold tokens to succeed. So obviously, if you were to have to get all the platinum relics in the game to get like the 100% ending, like you'd have to in, well, 106%. Technically speaking, if you can get all the perfect relics, you don't have to get all the platinum relics. And you get 100%. Either or, you need to get all of them to get 106%, but that's not what we're talking about here. For this one, we make it less of a nuisance because all gold tokens required. I think that would be the case with Mechanical Mayhem. We would make that one a bit more easier. Like, it would still be challenging. The levels ahead in the further areas will still be challenging to like complete, but you can like get the rhythm and figure out like how the enemies' patterns work, and you should be able to like easily beat the game without too many issues after that. Gold will still be somewhat of a challenge to get, but not platinum level challenges, no dev level challenges. But that's the entire idea in mind for this. Not too hard, at least for this one particular game. And that's to the entirety of Mechanical Mayhem's like token system. Now, let me go on ahead and get myself a drink of Pepsi. Okay. So in Castle Cats, the entirety of the token idea here is scrapped. Only for this particular type of gameplay. And I feel like Castle Cats will be the only one of its kind. You know, in Castle Cats, like I said before, it plays like Super Mario's with the map system, but still plays like Crash Bandicoot. But in Castle Cats, the crystal, or in this case, the the usual cat face token that you get for like getting to a certain point in the level and then completing it, is replaced by simply just getting the cat in the level. Okay, so like I guess the best way to describe it is this. There's 1,000 cats that you have to collect. I think I have told you about this concept before, but I'll say it again just in case you know none of you caught that video. The game starts with you going into this like tutorial level kind of deal. There's no gems or anything like that. I mean, yeah, there's no gems. There's nothing there, or maybe there is gems. Maybe like you go to this one area in the level and you just gotta collect all the gem shards, and then we'll open up the gem door. I guess we will have, yeah, gem doors would make sense to like kind of like prevent you from going into like certain levels too soon. So say you need to get like 48 gems before you get into a certain level that's going to be way too difficult for you to handle if you could get in there before, kind of deal. Maybe not a whole lot of them. I definitely do want to have this be like a lot of path that you can like explore and do and stuff in. But anyways, yeah. You start off getting some stuff, the gems and stuff like that. And then you unlock the door, which it brings you over to the castle. But with intro levels completed, now you're being brought over to the castle. And this is a level in of itself until you complete it. So in this castle, you'll deal with these dark-looking creatures. Let's consider these to be the ancient variations of this one particular type of enemy that I have in mind for this one game that I am not going to talk about until I get to the point of game development. But you're dealing with these dark creatures, and then you fight the boss fight, the first boss fight here. The boss fight here is slightly challenging, but not too much. Not too challenging. It teaches you how, like, you know, the boss fights work immediately right off the bat. It's a rules of 3, so you gotta, like, learn the enemy, or the boss's pattern. It's relatively, you know, paced, not too fast, but not too slow either, so you don't, like, outpace the boss. If you've played through the game a bunch of times and you decide, I want to do this all over again from the beginning, you'd probably beat this boss within like 3 seconds or something. It would be that kind of difficulty level. Like, The first instance, tiny bit challenge. Second instance, wipe the boss. No, not even a challenge at that point. Once you've learned all the tricks and tips and stuff. But we're not going to obviously make this be the most hardest boss fight in the game. It's just, we still want to provide a slight challenge as a step up from the, what do you call it? The first one. So once you've defeated the boss, little cutscene plays and you see a bunch of ancients over here. A bunch of ancients start to the ancients as in the ancient RTC cats, if you haven't know, if you don't know the, what's the word I'm looking for? The term. The definition. The term of the word ancient in ROTC cat language. So they come in and they give you this sign, and they show you this sign. They have this board up here, and they show you a map of the entire world. And this map is pretty huge too. I have the idea in mind where it's the first area separates into different paths. I think we have 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 4A, 4B, and 5A, and there's 6. And there's a bonus area, some other bonus areas here. And it goes all the way up to 11, which is going to be the last area. But, actually, yeah, this is a good idea. I do have this saved all the way down here. Where are you? Let's see, land 1. Yeah, 2B, 3, 3B, 3C. Oh, yeah, 3C. Oh, wait, no, that was a bonus area in the 3 department. And then there was 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, no. They go 2, 2. Oh, wait, no, it went to 4. Then it went to 5. How did that go again? I can't remember. Oh, wait, no, Stormy Ruins was there. And there was Arid Mirage. Was that there? Yeah. Arid Mirage. Canyons, the Sunny Canyons, and there was Overgrown Swamps. I don't remember where Silent Chambers was. Frozen Mountain, I think, was here, but then Blitz Castle was here, which is going over to the other area. We haven't figured out Land 6B. 6B, the optional area, is the Haunted Manor. Yeah, it's as simple as that, really. There's a lot of areas that I have in mind. I didn't think about all of them yet. Wait, idiot. I was supposed to look up how many levels there were in the frickin' the land. So, let me see. Stormy Ruins. We got 2-1, 2-2, 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, 2-6. And then the boss came along. And there was 2B, 2-2B, 2-3B, 2-6B, and then 2-7B. Which is basically just B of that. And then there's 2E1, which I think was extra levels? Extra? What was that again? E. I know, that was just opposing paths. Because I remember 2B lead to a new area, and I think that led to Aquatic Tower. I don't remember. Look, I haven't fully made this out like I did with Neutron Adventure. The ideas are there, I just haven't actually put any thought into the entirety of it. But you get the point. There's a decent amount of levels per land. And the levels probably last, say, if you were to speedrun it, 5 minutes. 5 minutes to speedrun through the level. Maybe, 2 minutes, or 1 to 2 minutes on relics for gold level. Collecting all the shards and stuff. God damn it, I did this stupid. And probably 10, potentially 15 minutes to go through the entire thing to try to collect everything. Yeah, I think that was the idea. They're relatively decent levels. Got the burps. Relatively long, short levels, but not too short. So yeah, that was the idea. It probably would take an hour or two to maybe less than an hour to get through a level quickly, a land quickly, not worlds, lands. Around an hour to get through land quickly, 2-3 hours to complete each area 100%. locate everything you need. And there's more to it than just collecting gem shards in this one. So, unlike the other one, where you get to like choose all the 5 levels, in this one you have to follow a certain path. Which I guess makes sense, with how Crash 4 did it. They do away with the crystals in this instance because you're on a pretty linear path instead of like 5 levels to choose from, and then collect the crystals from there to prove that you completed the level, you know? Whereas, in the map instance, I'd say that's the one thing that's kind of missing from Crash 4 is optional areas that you don't have to complete. And branching off paths, you know? Those are the kind of things that those particular kind of games need. Because it just opens up the world, and it just makes it look so cool, and when you like look through all of it as you walk through it, it's just like, Kind of like how Mario did it, and how there's already a whole bunch of multiple paths. I can understand why Crash wants to do it linear style, but why not just make it like, you know, multiple different paths to choose from, you know? That'd be nice. And maybe less filler content, if you know what I'm talking about. I don't know. I feel like there's like a whole like good ideas to like utilize, but it's like most of these developers either don't have enough time or they just vastly underestimate the what do you call it of the project. I mean, how long do they usually take to make games, right? There's one game that I made, Labyrinth, on Game Maker. It took like a year to make by myself. But it was a simplistic game. It was pretty easy to make. Pretty much all the assets were there. I wish I could put my hands in the game developing job. But how would I do so? I would have to be taught how to utilize the programs and figure out how to like do stuff. Outside of just coding, I also want to like learn how to do 3D modeling and all that stuff better. Surely there's a way to go about doing it. Surely there's a company out there who would like to try to teach me and show me how to do it. I have all these ideas. How do I get myself out there, you know? How do I do it? The next best option is just doing this. Anyways, before I get off track and off topic, I was talking about like all the tokens and all that stuff here. So, the crystals, or not crystals, the level completion token here has been changed to something else. You get to the end of the level, you just unlock the next area. Simple as that. So the token has to be used for something else. And you unlock the castle as like this nice little rest area to go to after having collected, or having completed the that level. You go there now, and it's just like this giant castle here. All the darkness is gone, and it's just like this nice little area you can like walk around, you know? So then you just, you know, go through most of it, levels, and you will come across these cats. These lost cats is what they're called. ROTC cats are immortal, and they cannot die. However, these particular cats have gotten to a point where they're just wandering the lands and are unable to do anything else. I.e., they become lost cats. There's a game over scene where if you lose all your lives, your character, Matt the cat, becomes a lost cat, and you just see them wandering this dark, jungle-like area, or whatever area that they are in currently on, like, the board. And they just look... They get like this. They have like this kind of like hold on, let me figure out how I'm going to do this properly. Grab the damn thing. They have these kinds of eyes. Okay, not that far, but they have these kinds of eyes walking around. Beady eyes, just walking around, you know. And, they just look lost. Walk around, wander around, they don't know what they're doing, kind of. And when you collect them, they go inside of your little backpack on your back. It'll just look like a small cat's head hanging off the back of your, backpack. That is made specifically bigger for this. Like, when you go into the castle, all the cats are the same size, but just to, like, make it so it's not too in your face. Like, if you're looking in the game format, here's Matt's head, like the body and all that stuff. The backpack's like... did I just do the thing again? Okay, no, I didn't. The backpack's probably like, not this size. I'm just getting, like, the shape for the backpack made. Kind of like right this size, right here. Imagine you looking that direction. And here's the head of the cats. Collect one cat, collect a second one, collect the third one, and it only shows up 3 cats. All the other cats are deeper in the bag, but, yeah. So, you collect the cats. These cats are hidden throughout the level, but some of them are easy to find, no hiding whatsoever. Some on, like, off-beaten paths with no gem shards, kind of like how, you know, hidden gems are, like, done. There are still see, that's the thing, because, like, now you've got, like, a particular instance where you don't need to have hidden gems, but I feel like there should still be second gems in there, just to, like, keep it going in that department, you know? And plus, it does, like, you know, give you another gem for an unlock in, like, certain areas. Whereas the cats, they just, like, the cats don't unlock anything other than, like, stuff in your castle, like, mini-games, I guess. The castle will have, like, a bunch of mini-games you can play, kind of. And some mini-games will require cats that you play with, but other mini-games are just, you know, they require cats to, you know, unlock to have incentivization to unlock them, you know? So you go on ahead, you collect your cats, but you gotta be very careful here. Because if you falter, if you fail, there's no, like, dying or losing a life, so it's basically just, if you fail and lose courage, what do you call it, it's easier to call it a life, but it's not like the cat dies. No, the cat's crying and goes to the checkpoint because a bright flashing light appears and sends them back to the checkpoint and everything is reverted. But we'll just call it lives. But once you've lost a life, all the cats inside your bags will pour out, and you go running alongside the cats, crying with your tail between your legs. Not really between your legs, but, you know, kind of like just running away from the failure. If you fall in, like, water, the cat just spins around, all the other cats, like, bounce out. They do the, like, little cat paddle in the water while you're just, like, spinning with that sad look on your face, like, hold on. Stop it. What happened to your bowl, cat? The thing you were playing with? You know, that thing? Stop it. Do I have to go under there? Huh? Where's your ball? Did you drop it over here? Of course you dropped it over here. There it is. And now I got fucking fuzz on my hands. Ugh. The hell? How the hell did you get cat food on my chair? This fucking cat. I swear to God. Alright. Bounce. Go play with that. Where was it? Yes. From the most recent Minecraft video that I did, which is full of propane in Missouri. This is the kind of face that they have. Sad face. Don't mind old Uncle Blue over here. He's just the only character I can think of for landscaping. I mean, it's kind of funny too, just seeing the cat just like with this sad face and this three old men who look the same with this freaking glass of clam juice, who's just yelling landscaping in your ears. Because that's all we did the episode of Minecraft, ROTC Distant. We landscaped. It was pain. I've never thought landscaping would be so painful. It took us 5 hours to build that thing. We couldn't even build the cliffside or decorate it and make it look nice. Oh, God, landscaping. And we're not even done yet in the landscaping department. And I'm thinking about just opening up that one area and having the mountain be a bit more bigger and just building a cove for all the villagers with bad trades. Just so that I don't have to do a whole bunch of landscaping. I'm I'm essentially just planning on building a third village instead of just collecting a crap ton of dirt. That would take probably like 2 episodes, as opposed to a third village that's probably going to take multiple episodes, which is fine, because I do like the idea of a cove underneath my, tree farm. I'm just worried that every time I go to my tree farm, when I have the bad omens, I'm going to have to deal with raid parties. Well, we'll see what happens. That's not going to be until, like, I don't know what season that's going to be. Boy. The Minecraft series is going to be ongoing. We're just going to keep on getting a whole bunch of building projects. Doesn't matter if we're not getting any views on any of them. I'm still going to keep it going because it's actually motivating me to keep building upon the same world over and over again. I am forced to stay in that world for those who want to see it. Because, honestly, whenever I get a giant build idea, I can't stick through with it, and then I abandon the world. But now that I am forced to do 2 episodes a week, I have to go through with the idea to give contents to you guys, but also to force me to keep on building. And get these cool building ideas. Okay, after the cat finished with her scoffing fit, she went back to playing with the ball. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, where were we? Yeah, that's right. The cat collection, if you lose all your hit points, you lose all the cats in your bag, and then they disappear for the entirety of the level, unless, you didn't hit a checkpoint. Like, if you hit a checkpoint, but you lose your life, if you hit a checkpoint, they get a cat, and then hit the next checkpoint, you lose your life. The cat is gone, but it will be back in the same spot. Although part of me was wondering if I should have it to where, like, you lose your life, the cat just doesn't show itself anymore, and you gotta wait for it to, like, respawn in the next level. But then that would mean you'd have to play through the entire level again, just to get to that particular cat. And that would be another thing, too. Risk reward. Ah, yes. You got 1 level with 10 cats, because don't forget, there's 1,000 cats to collect. With that being said, there'd have to be over 100 levels here. Stop it. Oh, you're looking at cat. Maybe not over 100 levels, but there would definitely have to be a decent amount of cats to make up 1,000 cats here to collect and fill the castle up with. But in this particular instance, you got yourselves, there's 10 cats in this one level, and you got 9 of them. And this one last cat is in a very precarious spot towards the end of the level, right? And you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to try to get this cat? Where if I fail here, I lose all the cats in my bag and I have to do the level all over again anyways. Or do I just complete the level, make sure I get all the cats to where they need to get to safety in that little castle area when you complete the level. And then I go through the level again to try to get this cat, and I can fail as many times as I want without having to worry about losing them. Going back and getting all the cats again. That would be the case. Risk reward. You don't have to play through the level again if you can successfully grab that cat. However, if you fail, you have to play through the whole level again to get all the cats. And that's, that's pain. That would most likely be the more challenging instance. Collecting the gems, not that bad. Time tokens, a little bit painful, but not as bad as, not as bad as it could be. The cats? Yeah, no. Those cats will be a little bit more of a challenge to get. And trying to get all of them in one level will be, it depends. I don't think I'm going to have, a subsequent series of cats. And, I'm not going to have, 5 cats that are in very difficult and potentially life-threatening to get areas. We'll probably have, a maximum of 2. And all the other cats are in, off-beaten areas. Areas that you gotta, explore, like the split paths or something. Mini parkour moments that, aren't life-threatening. You know, that kind of stuff. Maybe some behind hidden walls that are, like, noticeable. Like, one particular cracked wall here. Oh, this wall looks cracked. Break it down. You just hear this. That's another funny thing. If you turn the music all the way down and you listen out, you'll just hear, like, let's just say, like, in this one area, say, an area full of dirt. Or, no, not dirt, grass. An area full of grass. But there's this breakable wall. And, you turn the volume of music all the way down, sound all the way up, and you just hear these footsteps, just like, behind the wall. And you're like, huh, that's strange. There's footsteps behind this wall. Of course, the footsteps will still be, like, you know, noticeable. You can still hear them. Maybe you can hear the sniffing of the cat. It's like the cat's just, like, sniveling. But it's not actually, like, you know, crying. It's just, like, sniveling. Just, like, lost and all that stuff. And you break on this wall, and you just see this cat pacing slowly in a circle. And then there's where the footsteps are coming from. Of course, obviously, the wall would, you know, still be noticeable with the cat. Is the ball stuck underneath the damn thing again, cat? Well, only one way to find out. Yep, there it is. I need some Swiffer crap to get all this stuff out. There we go. Stop getting your ball underneath there. Oh my god, there's too much freaking fuzz. I'm gonna pick it up with a paper towel and toss it in the trash can. Well, I got your ball out. Stop getting it under there. Don't hit my nose with your head. Okay, cool, great. The cat's ball is out again. The second time I pull that out, where'd it go? Where the hell did it go? Don't tell me it went back under there. No way it went back under there. Unless it's in here. No, it's right there. Okay, good. I'm gonna just... Oh, Christ, cat. Well, where was it? What was I talking about again? Ah, yes, the cracked walls are noticeable. You can see them. I don't think I would ever put hidden gem shards in a level. I mean, gem shards are different from boxes. You gotta, like, it's like Wumpa fruits. You're collecting them like they're Wumpa fruits, but they are actually important. That's another thing to take in mind, consideration here. With the gem shards, you have to collect the gem shards, while you are being chased. You just can't have, like, the big thing chasing you break the boxes like you can in Crash Bandicoot. Well, I think the major thing I'd have, though, with the chase levels is I'd give it a lot more room. Like, okay, so here is the screen. Here's your screen. Here's the path, like a pitfall here. And, I don't have to combine it. Pitfall here, or something. Maybe, like, a little bit more in this direction. Here's the boulder. Here's the big boulder in the back here. And here's the cat. I'll just get the body here. The legs are there, kind of, so to speak. And you can see a decent amount in front of you. And then there's the gem shards. We'll just skew this. And then there's the gem shards right here. The gem shards, I'll make sure to have like a big hitbox. You see it like coming in like how the hell do I want to do this actually? How the hell do I want to showcase this? Kind of like this. I don't know what the music would be. And you can see it coming, so you can grab it. Like, the idea I have in mind for, like, the gem shards and hitbox is, like, okay. Here's the cat, right here. Here's the hitbox of the gem shards. You don't even have to touch it. You just gotta go here. You go right here. Boom. Gem shard acquired. That far away. Because unlike boxes, gem shards are a little bit more annoying to get. So naturally, they would have to have a much larger hitbox to make it more, susceptible to be collected. I know it's unrealistic. We could probably just have it like, you get close enough and it goes close to you, like kind of how, if you have Sparks in Spyro, the gems he collects and then they go to you kind of deal, You all know, if you don't have Sparks on hand, collecting those gems is a pain in the ass sometimes. It's just the hitbox is just all over the place. Even if the hitbox makes no sense, we would still have that happen. Still have, we would have the gem shards just gravitate towards the cat. That's what we would do. That would make sense. It would make collecting time shards easier. It would make collecting gems going off of, It would make collecting, I'll just use diamonds for this one, gems like this a bit more easier. Because all you have to do with your cat-shaped head, grab it, boom, boom, oh, I'm too short, still grab it, and still grab it. It just makes things a little bit easier and less frustrating trying to collect gem shard, I know it doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to make sense because I want to make it less frustrating. I know how frustrating it is when I miss a certain collectible because of the freaking hitbox. So I would always want to make sure that those particular instances, the hitboxes, are large enough for you to collect. When it comes to stuff like, enemy projectiles and stuff, we obviously want those to be more precise. Like, enemy projectile looks like this, it'll look like this. It's not gonna look like this. It's not gonna look like this. But in whatever the word is, it's not gonna look like that. It'll look like that. But, yeah. That's the, I forgot what prompted us to talk about that, but, yeah. That's that. And what was it? Secret gems? That's right. The gem shard. Yeah, gem shards we're not going to have be a pain in the ass to collect. They're just like this nice little collectibles, a la Spyro-esque kind of deal. This will still have the fixed cameras instance, It's logo. Okay, there it is. Logo. I keep clicking on cover for some stupid reason. Well, I like the fixed camera. I don't have to use the left stick to be able to look around and stuff. It's just there. Unlike in Crash 4, you still are able to use the left stick to look around, but that just means that you have to look around a whole bunch to try to find all the secrets. There's that one secret. What was it again? Run it by you. You know the one I'm talking about. Ugh. That's an insane secret to hide a particular, collectible. None of that. If we are going to have one of that, we'd only have it in one level. And one level, and we'd make sure we provide hints to it. Subtle hints, for that one, I don't even know what kind of hint you'd have to, look for in order to, get it. What kind of hint do they provide for that particular hidden gem? Okay, I think that's all of the weaponry. So now we can do the background. Okay, I gotta collapse all of these here. Whoops. Oops, opened up Discord. X. We've been going at this for an hour and a half. Yeah, we can keep going. Sure, why not? We're on a roll here with what our talking subjects is. So yeah, as I was saying before, gem shards, easy to collect. So, what else was there that I wanted to talk about? We don't have any plans on any enemy relics here. I like the idea of just having only 3 types of collectibles that you have to worry about. The what do you call it? The cat. Well, for Castle Cat at least. Mechanical Mayhem and anything to do with that one particular, well, spoilers for Mechanical Mayhem, but the main boss, I've forgotten what his name was, but he's like a machine kind of robot thing. I mean, all the bosses in the first Realm of the Cats game are all machines. But he dies in the 100% ending, where the ancients shoot a dagger at him. There's even one level in Castle Cats which basically takes you through like the ruins of the whatever his name was. I don't think I was planning on calling him Mechanic. No, that wouldn't make sense. No, this guy is spread out his influence all the way over to the particular area where Nat the Cat's adventure resides. But because of his departure, quote-unquote, because he's a machine, he could easily come back at some point via backup or something. That area that he had there is, run down now, and you go through this, like, that's like the last area, I think it is, right? Yeah, that's the last area. Despite the fact that he's not a boss here, because the boss here is just like the commander of the dark creatures, essentially. And he's infuriated that this measly cat, this measly immortal cat, somehow managed to take out his commander. And this guy, you don't even like having like a general idea on like who he is. Like, he doesn't even know who you are. He's just, I don't even think he knows that his commander is dead at this point. Outside of, like, hearsay from all the dark creatures you come across. I'm thinking about maybe, like, having it like that. But also at the same time, I feel like I should have some form of, like, a miniature story. But I don't know. I just don't know. We have time to think about it. Probably won't be a decade until it gets created, because, obviously, I need to get to game development to do that. And to do that, I need to find a team that would take me and allow for my ideas to be created, Okay, I'm gonna make a treasure chest here or something. I would like to think, if, say, Elementals Reborn or Nova Guardians or any other series I create, if one of those series takes off and gets, created by some big anime studio kind of deal, I'd like to think I'd have some form of influence, and that perhaps they could help me locate a game developing team that would like to help me bring about these ideas, That would be what I'd do for a living. I mean, yeah, sure, writing is pretty easy to do. I just gotta go ahead and write stuff, draw, like, the cover and stuff. That would be another thing. Like, I don't want to abandon DeviantArt or Patreon. Man, at that point, I would just have to, like... I would have to, like, figure out, like, where or when or, like, how I'd have to, limit what I have to do. Like, kind of like what I'm doing now, except, we're not having any 12-hour nonsense. But in this instance, we would have 12 hours, because obviously I want to spend as much time as I can creating my game ideas with my company, or the company that I'm working with. It'll be a painful balancing act, but one where the end result will always be good. Assuming the company we're working with isn't going to try to rush us. But I'd like to think with my work ethic and stuff like this and creating, and with a team by my side to help unload all of the stuff that has to get done with, I feel like I'd have a better chance of being able to get stuff done with it. Maybe not even a year. It probably would take me like 9 months to get some of these ideas made. Some of these games made. Because, let's be honest, something like Mechanical Mayhem isn't going to be that painful to make. It's similar to Crash Bandicoot 2 and actually more close to Wrath of Cortex. Because I think Wrath of Cortex has 5 extra levels, right? And let me see something for a second. I'm going to go here. Wrath of Cortex levels, or level list, or better yet, how many levels? There's too many levels with vehicles in them. Yeah, definitely. I think with ROTC cast, there's going to be no vehicle levels, that's for certain. 22 out of 30 levels in games. Oh, God, I didn't even realize that. Is your freaking ball underneath here again? Let's find out. You're scratching it out, so what happened? Wait, there's no ball here. Oh, cat. Where'd your ball go? You're scratching the bed, so I'm assuming you want to do something. All this freaking I gotta get all this fuzz out. Well, at least this is keeping me occupied. Seriously, stop it. I don't even know if you can see this. Careful with the TV. Also, she knocked over my hamper for the third time today. Oh my God, cat. Oh, wait a second. Your dry food dish is empty. That was a good distraction. I'm gonna get you more dry food. Here's a lot of wet food that you don't eat as much as you should. And then I'll old meow mix over here, see? Alright, there you go, cat. More dry food. I'm trying to give her less dry food so that she'd be more inclined to eat her wet food. But yeah, I didn't realize that. 22 levels out of 30 levels. Also, Crash Wrath of Cortex has 30 levels. Mechanical Mayhem will probably also have 30 levels. But 22 out of 30 levels? All vehicles? Really? Seriously? I mean, it's been a while. And I do kind of want to play it again, but that's a lot of vehicles. Like, seriously, that is a lot of vehicles. Man. Just man. I'm gonna give this guy like an award plaque or something. I feel that would look cool. Yeah, definitely we're not gonna have any vehicles in this one. Not even like a rideable mount or anything like that. I feel like that would be the one thing that kind of sets it apart. It's just all platforming, all collection, all like that kind of stuff, you know? I think Crash 4 kind of like reduced like vehicles to not like that extent. We got like the polar levels, which you would think would be fun, but with the way the thing works now, you know, the perfect stuff and all that stuff, it's painful. Especially since it's later in the game, it's just more painful than it really has any right to be. Which kind of sucks, because those were relatively fun in 2 and 3. But now, not so much. Not so much. Anywho's and wits. Yeah, we're gonna get a door made here. I'm gonna put all the pegs in as their own thing. Ah, crap, I did this stupid again. I put this on its own separate work path instead of the background work path that I already had pre-made. Oh, no worries, that's an easy fix. What were we talking about again? Ah, yes, that. Mechanical Mayhem. And Mechanical Mayhem will have like 30 levels. I feel like that will be easier to do. And with that, we'll have all the assets we need for Castle Cat. Well, not all the assets, but we have a decent amount of assets. To make it so we don't have to, like, you know, create too many assets for Castle Cats. But we'd still have a bunch of assets to, like, cover up most of those levels. Hey! Stop it! Stop it! Where the hell did your ball go? Because it clearly didn't go underneath the thing. Why are you so impelled to scratch that? It doesn't make any sense. You have no reason to scratch that. All you're doing is breaking it further. I swear, if I hear a freaking loud snap sound, followed by the collapse of my bed, Cat, well, first of all, you better be okay, because I don't want to have to deal with that upsetting stuff. Because that's just... Stop it! Want to get the other ball out? Where the hell did your ball go? It'd be better if I could just block that entire area off from you going underneath it. Why don't you just lay down, Cat? Go to sleep. Relax. Stop scratching stuff. Haven't you played with the ball enough? Haven't you got your fill? What are you looking at? Looking your chaps at me? You've made me lose track of what I was talking about before. Don't go under there again. Swear to God, Cat, if I have to... Want to do this again, Cat? I will lift this up one-hand style. No, I can't. Well, I can. I gotta bring my whole body up. What are you even scratching down here? Hold on. Probably scratching underneath the bed. I need one of those... Okay, well, first of all, we need to find out of a freaking place to live. But I need one of those bed frames that just has like a closet underneath it. Another place to live, and preferably on the first floor, if I can avoid having to deal with heights and stuff. I want to go up one more floor and not have to deal with this flooding crap. I've already expressed my aggravation with the fact that we can't even find another place to live because apparently people are too afraid of pit bulls to allow for us to live with a pit bull in the house. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Every step of the way, I'm always met with some nonsense, constantly sending me back. I can't catch a break. I just can't. Something always keeps freaking happening, and it's so annoying. Something's always in the way. Also, I should probably save this. Do I want the wall to be that color? A beige wall? No, not really. I like the color of the wood, though. Whoops. What the... Why the hell did you collapse the swatch thing? Whatever. Pillar... No, not 1A. I'm going to change the wall here to a different color. Actually, I don't even have to worry about that because it's behind everything, so we'll just find a different color to use here. Which one, though? Which color? This one? We'll see. This is going to be a little challenge. I want to do another wood color. Another wood color. How about this one? With a wall of weapons. With pegs inside the wood. Unless... Yeah, but that would mean I'd have to try to move the weapons in place. I mean, I could still move the weapons in place. They're not going to have their own shadow layers. Okay, this is the wall I guess I'll be using. For this one, at least. Shelves, I didn't really save the shelf swatch, so I'm going to have to just adjust this a tiny bit, like 65. I think that'll be good later for shelf. And then we'll have the shelves here. His area is not that decorated compared to the Wizardess. You know, the one with Gwyneth hardcore crushing over the Wizardess girl. And you see in this one, Genthru is admiring a greatsword. I think I've exclaimed it before, if I haven't exclaimed it before, but Genthru is asexual. He is not interested in, the same thing as, most people are when it comes to sexual stuff. He shares none of that. As opposed to Ariella, who's a sex magnet. A sex magnet is what I'm trying to say. And Gwyneth, who is definitely a lewd girl, but tries to hide it behind this sunny personality. And then Domadora, who's literally clueless to that kind of stuff. You try to, You have a bunch of girls try to flirt with Domador, he just takes it as a compliment and doesn't have any other feelings. Like, he doesn't think of it any other way as a compliment, and if they keep trying to put, like, their advantages onto him, he gets uncomfortable because he doesn't understand. I mean, then we'll talk about some good old-fashioned, like, differences in sexual nature. Ariella's open with it. Gwyneth... shy about it, I guess? Not entirely open with it, but shy and tries to, like, hide it. Domador has no interest in it. Not Domador. Genthru has no interest in it. Domador is clueless to it. And then I'll talk about some... That's it, actually. There's no fifth member. There's no hidden fifth member. Ceiling? I don't know what the ceiling's going to be. Not this, probably. You stroked the path. You didn't do what I wanted you to do. Yeah, no, not this. Oh my god, cat, stop it! Stop! Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I said go to sleep! Fred, how are you? Why aren't you taking the bait? She's not taking the bait. Maybe we'll stop scratching the bed. Let's see. Door. And what color do I want the door to be? Is this one? I guess, sure, why not? So, where were we? I guess we're talking about, like, Mechanical Mayhem's, like, shortness level. Shortness to it. Well, I know for one... okay, I felt the path, but it's not... What? I guess I somehow managed to get the color close to that. The levels size and Mechanical Mayhem is definitely going to be, like, 5, 10, 15 minutes long, depending on, like, if you're going through all the gem shards. At least with the Mechanical Mayhem, all you gotta do is, like, find the cat somewhere within the area. Cat, no. Yeah, the ancient with the token. The cat will then give you the token, and then you just gotta get to the end of the level with it, just like the crystals. What do you want, cat? Why do you want to be a nuisance? Every time I do this, you want to be a nuisance. Award. And then the gem collection is really the only thing that... No. You idiot, you freaking cut the damn thing. And then the gem selection will be... the gem shard, the gem tokens and all that stuff is basically just like the main collection point in all the levels. Yeah, that's really basically all it is to it. Kind of like how in 2 there's just that. What do you want? Can't you just sit down, cat? Sit down, relax. It is more closely resembling 2 than it is anything else. And 2 from the Insane trilogy, at least, not the original 2, because the original 2 does not have relics. Like I said before, the cat token representing the crystals. Or the cat boss. And then the gem shards representing the box and the box gem kind of deal. Is this the color I want this? And then you got like the hidden gems off the beaten path, the colored gems that are also in the same vein, and that's like the hidden gems, but like in different ways to get them. Box. And then taking warped mechanic with the time relics, and we got the time tokens. And there you got yourself a nice, short, and simple game. Put in the obstacles that we need to have, make them what they need to be, and boom. You've got yourself... It is essentially a Crash Bandicoot clone, but it's different enough with the way things are, like, really, cat? Can't you just keep your mouth shut and just sit down and sleep next to me? Sleep in my lap or something? Shush! My God, you have just been a pill today! But yes, similar to Crash Bandicoot, some minor differences here and there. Only difference is, in the second game, quote-unquote, it's going to be more closely relating to Mario with how things work in a, what do you call it, department. And then you got cats to collect in between. The gem shards and all of the other, like, hidden gems and stuff. Just ignore her, she'll shut up soon. Man, Cat, I got all damn weekend, Cat. You don't have to be meowing at me, Cat. Can't play with you 24/7, you know. I gotta get other stuff done with. I don't understand why you're so needy. Aren't you, Cat, usually supposed to be a little bit more self-sufficient? Or something? Meow meow. What are you giving me that face for? No, you're just in attack mode. Why are you in attack mode? Why are you in play mode? Go to sleep mode. Go sleep mode, Cat. It'll be a little less annoying if you're in sleep mode. Alright, let's see. In the shelves. Do a little bit of that in between. Nothing too big. Well, I'm definitely feeling slightly happier now. After having gone through some frustrating moments. What are you doing back there? I feel like Castle Cat would be a little bit more difficult. Definitely a huge difficulty vamp up from Mechanical Mayhem. Way more levels. Yeah, Mechanical Mayhem would be like the good starting point for the entirety of the series. Picking back up the warp room, that idea that Crash had before, then abandoned. We'd still have that too. I would have a quote-unquote sequel to Mechanical Mayhem, like an actual sequel as opposed to Castle Cat, which is basically just like you're going off of a different production studio, where it's basically just the same concept, only there's more worlds to work with and more optional worlds as well. Basically just like you're on an island. Oh, that's shelf, that's not pod. An island with all the warp areas there. Little warp sectors. Kind of like this, okay, not exactly this, but good example. Here's the island. You got your warp room area here, with a pathway going over to here, like so. And then the pathway maybe going up to here, and then another one going up to here, and a second one down here, but this is an optional area. These are hidden areas. Optional, find some key here, but blah blah blah. I'm not going to explain that because that's a whole other game, and I don't really want to think about that yet. Not until we can get to a point where that one game can be made first. Hopefully one day. Hopefully one day. But it would definitely be an expanded upon thing. It would still be levels that are still the same length. I've noticed Crash 4 has a lot of long levels. So I feel like reducing the amount of level, time to where you can complete it within 5 minutes if you go quickly seems like, a better idea. The levels aren't too long, and none of these Sunny Vista levels that are just constantly just long. what was it? Native Fortress, I think it was called. Yeah. None of those kinds of levels that are just needlessly long. Maybe we will have some levels that are long like that, but not a whole bunch of them. Oh my fucking god, cat, you gotta stop scratching that. You're just gonna break the bed and get yourself hurt. How long is she gonna do it? It's 3:09, let's see if she keeps scratching it. I don't know why that's irritating. She's literally just destroying the bed frame that's already destroyed. Okay, looks like she stopped. Finally. Probably gonna pick it up again. One more time, I'm gonna toss a ball underneath the bed, cat. There, play with that one, because apparently you lost the other one. Ow. Cracked my leg. Okay, alright. Yeah, this one there's not really too much we can do decorum-wise. I guess I could try to add something up here. Maybe like another shelf here. And maybe I could try to find a place to put a ladder. I'll just texture all this for now, and if I add more stuff, I'll just color, shade, and texture those in. Okay, now I gotta find 2 balls when I'm done here, so I don't be awoken by balls. Jingle balls. Oof. Alright, let's see. I'll do those sides last. So, yeah, the bosses in this would definitely be a little bit more challenging. Would have more, like, patterns and stuff to work with. Why are you doing that? Doesn't that look... Oh, okay, good. We saved it. The ball is about to go under there again. I don't understand how the hell... It's like... You ever get that feeling that life is just constantly trying to fuck you over with physics by just, like, having a certain object move in a way that you didn't want it to move that way, but life was just like you threw a ball this way, you're trying to hit the target, but life was just like, you threw it, and then life was like, nope, and somehow it manages to go all the way over in some opposite direction. Or better yet, when you have your phone here, you drop it, and somehow, like, normally you drop phones, like, boom, or better yet, like, when you drop phone, like, boom. But no, it's like ding, 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 and then all the way back behind here. Somehow does triple flips here, and bounces over here, bounces up there, and then somehow manages to get behind something else entirely, like that dress over here, when you just dropped it right here in that spot. That didn't actually happen. It'll be annoying if that did happen, somehow. But, yeah, it just... Do you get that feeling? Do you guys get that feeling? I don't remember what I was trying to say before, but don't you just get those feelings sometimes? I don't think it was just... I don't know. I'm too tired. Wait, no. No. 3. Actually, I'll do that one differently. These are just simple shapes to, like, you know, get some stuff done with. We spent most of our efforts on drawing the weaponry. We don't really need to have to worry about the background too much. I mean, we probably should. With the Wizardess, it was slightly easier because of the fact that she didn't really have too much going on in it. Also, we drew Gantru back here, which... I kind of regret drawing Gantru in his complex armor. I might at some point try to make his armor less complex, because it seems like we're going to be drawing him more frequently, and it would be better to have to draw him with slightly simpler armor than having to draw him with complex armor, and that's just annoying to have to draw every single freaking time. Maybe make some changes to the torso, definitely the pelvis. We can still have like the shoulder pads and stuff, but maybe make the shape for those less complex. Freaking little bits of feather here. I'll put that here so that doesn't keep falling out. You know, stuff like that. The others have somewhat easier like design. I mean, Domadora's like design in this department here with the shash and all that stuff is a little bit complicated, which I also might make slightly less annoying. Why are you annoying me today? Stop trying to claw at my balls. Or more like my legs, because you're not even reaching that far enough to get to my balls. Ganthru and Domadora are slightly more design complex, whereas Gwyneth and Ariella are a little bit easier. They have easier designs to draw. I probably should simplify Ganthru and a little bit. I mean, Domadora's lower half is easy. All these guys like that orange geep really can't. You need to sleep because apparently you're going to go berserk. I don't know what I was trying to say there. She's just going berserk. I'm trying to give her a reason to sleep. Trying to reason with this cat. Okay, good. She's finally laying down. Maybe now you'll calm down a bit. Okay. Oh, wait. This is a little bit... Unless I can bring the axe down. It's fine. This is somewhat fine. Yeah, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a torpedo cat. Domadora's lower half is easy. He's got the orange gi pants. Actually, I can just show you the drawing. Which album was that again? Was it 44? No, definitely not here. Probably 43. Here he is. The orange gi pants, that white area here, yada yada. He's barefoot. He's got this stuff. This is easy. This is also somewhat easy, but this part right here, this part, way too complex. Thinking of reducing that a bit. Maybe just get rid of this and then just have the shash here and get rid of all the shapes and the necklace. Just have the shash. We still will have this, but we just have the shash here instead, and we got the necklace and this. We just get rid of this stuff and then just have the shash. That's probably what we're going to do. Yes. And apparently, the friend I was talking about, on DeviantArt in previous episodes, she apparently adores Domadora a whole lot. Like a whole lot. Surprising, to say the least. I mean, I guess he does have that kind of design. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of women who is going to be pining for Domadora, even in real life. Oh my god, Kat, you were doing so good, and now you're just scraping away at something down there. She just literally jumped over, probably like, here's your head, did this, not even touching the floor, clawed over underneath the bed frame, and just decided to scrape some metal or wood or whatever the hell is underneath there. Why? You were about to go in sleep mode. Why did you decide to go back into berserk mode? Oh my god, Kat, you need to take a chill pill. It is too late for this. Okay, there's not really much that we need to do in that department. Yeah, I most likely will simplify Ganthru's design a lot. Domadora, not too much. Matter of fact, I can open up Ganthru's design. This is what his armor looks like from the front. Why did I make it so complex? And I can even show you the first drawing I've ever done of Ganthru. Now, which album was that? Was it in the 30s? We were in 43 looking at that one. Was it in 38? Well, there's Ariella. The first drawing we ever did of Ariella here. Simplistic design. Looks pretty cute. Same with Gwyneth, if she's in the same... No, Gwyneth would probably be in like 36. Same with Gwyneth. You didn't see her eyes. Just mysterious, cute look. This right here. My god. This is the first drawing we ever did of Ganthru. So goddamn complex. I mean, it makes sense. I didn't think I was going to be drawing him again. I didn't think he was going to be the main character of Elementals Reborn. And just to show off all the characters, there's Damadora. Again, complex. Very freaking complex. But the pants, you get a little bit better look here. The pants, easy. This art, easy. Drape, a little bit complex, but easy. Same with the cuffs. This stuff, too much. We'll just have the sash with without all the red, yellow, and blue symbols on it. But, yeah. And there was nothing else here that I wanted to show off. Yeah, the entirety of Ganthru's character is just way too complex. If I'm making him the main character, I think I need to reduce the complexity. I'll do it in a future drawing. I don't know when, though, but we will do it at some point. Maybe when we introduce him. Think of these as like the concept art of Ganthru. He doesn't have his helmet on right now, which is fine. But this is his concept design. We're going to make it more simplistic because, well, let's be real here. No one in their right mind wants to animate all of that. I mean, yeah, sure, you do have some complex anime armor drawn in like multiple different shows or series or whatever the hell the word is I'm looking for. But I want to make it slightly less complicated. Even if they're like, no, it's fine. We can draw all that detail. We can animate all that. I'd be like, no, man, I still want to make it less complicated. It's mainly for my sake, you know, so I don't have to, crying out loud. Why can't you let me transform these lines? If I want to flip the lines horizontally for stuff like that, yeah, I should be allowed to do so. I don't think I do that with this. Yeah, no. Or this one? Nope. How about this one? Nope. Can't do it in either of them. So annoying. So freaking annoying. Alright. Burn. Feel the burn, Barney. You want to go to the mall, Barney? I don't care about politics stuff, but any funny scenarios having to do with Fred and Barney is pretty funny. Barney is Bernie Sanders, apparently. Like, I give no dams about politics, but mix the Flintstones in it, either, like, whether it be Republican, Democratic, or Liberal, or whatever the hell the freaking things. You see, I don't even know. The only things I know of are those three. There's probably more, but I don't care enough to know. Doing this shit again? Doing this shit again. I don't care enough to know about that stuff. But put any of that in a joke, but with Fred and Barney into it, it's just freaking hilarious. And that's mainly because of the weird stories I've made with those two. You know, those weird stories. The ones where Fred and Barney are usually ending up dead in them, or, you know, always getting a bad ending. Anyways, what was I talking about before I talked about that? Talking about feeling burn? What led us to saying feeling the burn again? I can't remember. I don't recall. Me don't remember. Wait, hold on. I don't think I need to bring that all the way up, do I? Yeah. Wall stroke. Stroke! Is that too much? That's fine. Wait, did I forget that? I think I forgot that. How did I forget those? It's fine. That's an easy fix. There we go. They gotta make another Duke Nukem game at some point. I mean, don't get me wrong, Duke Nukem Forever was terrible. Like, it wasn't really that good. Story was kind of frustrating sometimes. Some of the boss fights felt so frustrating. Duke feels like a freaking glass cannon, even on normal mode. But they should try to bring Duke Nukem back again. But, you know, maybe make it so he's less, you know, at what he is. Maybe make it so, like, the world wises up to his, what he calls it, and he has to, like, try to come back stronger than ever. But with his, what do you call it here? I don't know if I'm doing the perspective here justice, but whatever. Whatevs, it's fine. Okay, here's the pegs. I'm not going to go too complex on these pegs here. These pegs will be underneath everything. Simple as that. And here we go. God damn it. Shish. I'm wondering where the hell your damn balls are if you're not playing with them. That's a weird sentence, but it makes sense in context with the cat. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? I gotta do this. Yeah, I could have just done that. Well, wait, hold on. I want to do this. There we go. And there we go. Really, cat? Stop messing with shit. Is it so hard? Is it that difficult to stop messing with shit? Alright, Of course you're scratching that now. Why can't you stop it? What is compelling you to constantly destroy shit? Why do cats have to have destructive behaviors? Don't give me that meh. You see what you do to the walls? That's destructive. Can't you tell, cat? All these pegs. I could probably just... Actually, yeah, wait. We don't even have to do it like that. Well, wait. What am I doing? I don't have to do that. I could just do this. And all of it's just wrapped around this peg here. Hang off it. I know it probably doesn't make any sense for it to do that, but yeah, that's fine. Man, I can't wait to start making this story for Elementals Reborn. Whew. I don't even have that many overviews left to do. Let me go on ahead and look. The overviews I have left on the list consist of... This one that we're working on right now is the equipment overview. Then we got the gemstone overview. Then we got gods of light and darkness. We got the edge dragon overview. And then we got the world of Etheria. That's the name of this world that they all live on. The planet is called Etheria. And essentially, no, you haven't seen it yet. Essentially, it's a flat planet, but it's not like a, it's not like a flat disk. It's like a floating island in space, kind of. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit tricky. You can't really put that on a peg. You can put this on a peg, but you can't put that on a peg. There's going to be like this joke as well, whereas like people are like debating like the whole round spherical planet kind of stuff, Because in this one they actually have proof that their planet is flat, because you go over to the edge and you just see the edge of the world, and there's just this giant dragon preventing people from going. Well, the dragon is there to prevent people from going over there, but it doesn't stop those who are strong enough to actually kill one of the edge dragons. The edge dragon knows it's about to... This is how the edge dragon works. If it knows it's about to die, it will lay an egg in its nest, and a new edge dragon will hatch upon the old edge dragon's death. In which case, it will be in its small form, and it will stay within its small form for a while until it grows up to take its parent's place. And the cycle is repeated again as another brave adventurer or hunter decides to come out and kill the creature again. Okay, we don't need this then. If we have that up top, we don't need this then. And I'll go up here on this and just put the peg in the great axe layer. But yes, the way it works is, let me see. What's the best way to go about showing you? I think I might have showed it before. in the previous video, but maybe not in this formation. So it's okay, maybe not like this. Here, kind of like, not like this, but like, here's the core, like the core of the planet. Maybe you have to, not like a tiny bit curved, but yeah, like this kind of, but open up, yeah, this way. And there's just like a whole bunch of like stalagmites and stuff coming down from it, like, whoops. Get out of the trash. No, wrong one. Combine this thing. Okay, no, you can't combine that thing, right? Because you're going to combine everything else. So it's kind of like this, somewhat, so to speak. Like so. And you got the 4 edge dragons on the west side, the east side, the south side, and all the way in the back, the north side. And we could just do this to kind of like get a good idea. They're not as big as the world dragon, but the edge dragons are quite huge, and they can reach all sides pretty quickly. This is like a rough idea of the edge dragon's look, but this is the rough idea of the world of Etheria. Their world. Get out of the trash! Why are you being a pest? Don't give me that look. Back up while I'm moving my head forward towards you. Can't you just be a good cat and not try to play with trash? I literally just gave you 2 balls to play with. Why do you want to play with a plastic bag so badly? Okay, I think this peg probably has to be brought down a tiny bit more to show it off. Oh wait, I also gotta put this as peg. Oh wait, right. Let me shade this in first. And now let's go over to here. Yeah, that's going to be annoying. We have to make sure that all the pegs at the very least look like they're somewhat trying to take most of it in. But I'm not trying to go too complex with the pegs here. Pegs and stuff. I could have probably went for magnetic walls. It would have been a lot more easier instead of having to like try to figure out where all the pegs need to go and how to make them look good without having to like do the thing. I don't even have to shade them that much. Just a tiny bit to do what needs to be done right here. Tiny bit here, tiny bit there. I think she's in the litter box right now, actually. Did I get these? No, I did not. But yeah, that's how their world is going to be set up. Would be interesting if our world was like that, kind of. A giant floating island in space. Would be interesting. However, we are spherical. Spherical! Yes. Ah, crap. Did I forgot the pegs for this sword. Alright, it's fine, it's no problem. Speaking of Drake and Josh, y'all know about what happened with Drake. Tragic, really. Tragic indeed. Oh, looks like Dan hold her tighter. She's a fighter. Snyder rubbed his influence off on yet another celebrity. There's Corey in the house, but I think that's Disney, not Dan's influence. But still, though, I might all talk about some dang old freaking fame's a hell of a drug. Where did it go wrong, indeed? But hey, Josh is doing good. You know, that's great. Josh is doing pretty good. It's just a shame that this is the path that Drake had to go down. Well, that's the thing when it comes with fame. You can easily let it get to your head. And I feel like I could easily let it get to my head as well. I am stubborn. I'm very hard-headed with certain things. But I try... Oh, I'm in Peg B still, you idiot. I need to go to wall 1A. I try not to, go for the drama department, even on DeviantArt. 1,000 watchers, but doesn't really mean much of anything, really. Even if I get 1,000,000 watchers, I still don't like drama, because it's a waste of my time. And of course, I can tell you this much for a fact, I am definitely not a good person. As you can tell from the beginning of this video, I have a terrible temper. Got a lot of names said. I try to avoid certain names that are in the racism department, obviously, because that's not good. Cunt is fine because that's like an Irish slur. Cunt. Not really an Irish slur. UK? I feel like that's most commonly heard around most people who are on the eastern side. Kind of, right? Am I correct in that? Am I doing this stupid again? Or am I correct in saying that a lot of people in that side of the country say quint? Not quint, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's literally a slur from like, oh, hold on, let me see something for a second. Definition. It's literally just a woman's genitals. It's a vulgar word for vulva or vagina. It's like saying penis. Is there a vulgar word for penis? What is the male equivalent to quint? A lot of people are offended by that word usage. The equivalent is a dick. Although I do like the saying cunt stain for some reason. And I don't know why I just wrote, like, shit stain, cunt stain, dick stain doesn't sound good. I mean, it does happen, with that one video I saw on Twitter. But, yes. What other kind of words do you don't really, say? I think, outside of the obvious one, what else is there? And how many racist words are... Actually, yeah. How many racist... No. How many racist slurs are there? Wait. Is that not how you spell racist? Stop saying emoji. Where is the frickin'... You are a piece of shit. Why? Okay, so apparently, according to Google, racist isn't a word. How many racial slurs are there? Okay, well, dirty and pig aren't really slurs that I'm looking for. Or is the obvious N-word. I think there's one for Chinese people. I don't quite recall. Something to do with the C word. If you don't know what it is, you know what it is. Name calling usually involves the genitalia followed by fecal matter or other, fecal matter and bodily liquids. Like I'll rip out your, perfect, what do you call it? I'll rip out your mother and father's entrails through our throats and shove it down your throat. Almost the equivalent of, no, it's different, but, I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck. I've got balls of steel. It's time to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. Damn. Alright, yeah, that's usually where my slurs go or devolve to. Genitalia and bodily liquids. That's what I feel like is a good common ground. I want to say like fucker and motherfucker and all that stuff. That's a kind of common insult? No. Threats? Technically threats, yes, but threats to ones and zeros, I don't know. You know what I mean. Those are the words I shall default to whenever I am in a fit of rage. and I expect y'all to not be offended by the C word, because it's a nice word to use when it comes to adding your colorful vocabulary. So it's basically just the same as saying dick, but with more pizzazz, with more sentence enhancing. No, fucking bitch ain't a sentence, or ain't good enough sentence enhancers. Nah, you gotta increase it. Nah, man. But you don't want to enhance it too much, or else you're going to offend a whole bunch of people. I mean, that word's already offensive to a whole bunch of people, but to be honest with you, whatever. I'm here to offend, and also provide some form of comedy, or some entertainment. Not comedy. Definitely not comedy. Which part of me is even funny, huh? Okay, where the hell were we at? What was our... Oh yeah, we were doing the pegs. I kind of lost track. How long have we been at this so far? 2.5 hours. Holy crap, really? How has it been 2.5 hours? Damn, man. I don't talk about 2.5 hours, man. Post this on Saturday, though, man. Say, write all the stuff down. Man. What are you looking at, man? I don't know what I'm going to plan on doing after this particular department. I gotta, write all the stuff down and all that. Okay, let's get to the shadows department. Shadows, 1A. How many more... whoops. Never mind. I was going to say how many more bad words we could accumulate. How many combinations. How many combos could we make? I have no idea. All I know is that it's not really my main focus right now. My main focus right now is to try to get all this done with, which we're almost done with. There's a lot to write with the equipment. Why does it feel like this is not actually... Oh, you idiot! No! What are you doing? Why is that 10? You fool! Why did I make that 10? That doesn't make any sense. Can't make darker shadows if the opacity is stuck at 10. We'll probably have some red glow here to indicate that there's a forge ahead of him. I could probably say that Genthru is like a regular customer. Even though Genthru can literally create his own sword using his, what was it again? Nature Earth magic. It's funny how it's Earth, despite the fact that the world is called Etheria, right? Yeah, Etheria. Let's just say that Earth is a fancier way of saying dirt in this universe. Maybe there's a character, or maybe there's a old character named Earth who effective. Yeah, that would make sense. Someone was the master of all the master of manipulating the dirt and the earth, the ground surrounding them, deemed it Earth, nature Earth magic. Better than saying, well, okay, it's not dirt because it's also counting stone and all that stuff. It wouldn't make sense to call it Etheria either. What was it? Okay, I'm gonna bring this up for a quick second. Shouldn't be too hard to locate. It would be around here. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, that's actually a good example of the world that they're in. Earth, nature, poison, I think that was? Wait, not nature. Foliage, and nature. Nature, earth, foliage, poison. That's Etheria right there. And there's the Great World Tree. I feel like I probably could have done something different with this one. I mean, it would make sense. Nature is supposed to be like earth magic, right? You know? Earth, water, fire, wind, or however the hell that order went. So it makes sense that Earth would have been, if, this planet was the same as our planet, it would have showed the Earth symbol. But because there's a flat world and there's that dome, the atmosphere, then yeah. Also, you got to see 2 new characters there. I have created so many characters. Can we talk about original characters for a second? I have created so many characters. I've shown you this already. But this is a lot of... Okay, this is going to take a while because this is a big JPEG image. Even though this is, oh my god, it's not responding now. This is not even half my characters, I don't think. I think I have even more than this. Because obviously there's still the 12 Chrome Wars characters, and then we got all the other characters aside from those. Those 3 in the Life Magic one, plus the Gwyneth's father and a cousin, and then Ariella's sister and brother, and then those 2 you just saw, and then Domadora's family, the little sister and big brother, and Domadora is like a prince, right? So it makes sense that their particular family would have like several brothers and sisters. So that's 12 added there, and there's also Fayana, a new character we made. They're my avatar, not this one. There's so many creations. How did I create so many creations? I mean, I have over 1,000 drawings, yes. But we have so many creations. It's insane. And that's also not including what we have in that town drawing. The Queen of Nature. Where is it? Town of Creation. Gwyneth's friend, the 2 shopkeep, the blacksmith who just drew. This girl up here. Gwyneth's uncle, I think that was. Ariella's mother. Oh yes, also, how could we forget? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, wait, we just passed it. It's right here. Father, 4 guest characters, assassin, all that stuff. Big bazongas on that MILF right there, I tell ye what. Better look at Gwyneth's uncle and her friend. Mel Dingle, and you've got yourself some Mel freaking 43 over here with Queen of Nature over here, the shopkeep girls. And of course, how can we forget about these sisters who are pining over Domadora, who are stalkers and are super creepy, and their mother over here. Yes, how could we forget them as well? She's going to be drawn in the gemstone overview, because I feel like a good idea to have her drawn, as well as also show Domadora there, probably his head, but looking over at a topaz gemstone. So many creations, so many characters, and some of them look unique. Some of them, okay, actually, I'm going to go back to that other drawing. Anybody catch that? I'm trying not to accidentally show up a mature drawing. Anybody, okay, see if you can find a character there you recognize from the anime. I'll give you a second. They're all eating dinner. I'll give you a clue. They're eating dinner. Good food. Real good food. Oh, good food. You're another clue. Oh, the umami. Or umami, whatever it's called. Yeah. Give up? We got Soma over here. I wasn't even intending on drawing Soma there, but the character and the hairstyle look so much close to Soma that I decided, you know what? Screw it. We're making this character Soma alternate universe or something. Why the hell not? Why the F not? Man, I'll talk about some good old-fashioned, not like full-on character bringing over, but just, what was it again? Reference characters. Characters that are inspired off of other characters. Kind of deal. Let's see here. That should be the shadows. Now, what about the hog? My back. I'm gonna get another drink of Pepsi. My cheese! Oh yeah, I just remembered a weird story, but I'll tell that later because we are getting quite close to finishing this. Okay, where the hell is my weird story list? Damn it, now I gotta freaking go and find it here. What would that be in tracking list? Oh yes, here we go. Barney. Death by Dumbbell. I'm probably spelling that wrong, but stop double eating it. Death by Dumbbell. It's a pretty funny story, but I'm not going to tell it yet. And now I gotta save this watch. Come on, move it. I wish you could kind of see these, but I also don't want to show the full screen. Because I was saying the universe, elementals reborn, scenery. your blacksmithing room. This guy's a relatively old guy, not too old though. Probably in his 40s, most likely. I know, he just got terrible hair genetics, unfortunately. It's a shame, really. But, some people just don't have the genetics, which kind of sucks. Because hair usually makes the person, you know? Usually. It's not all the person, though. But, you know, that's coming from me and, like, my like for long hair. You can see, like, almost all of the characters have long hair. Barring Gwyneth, of course. The main characters, I mean. Not all the characters, obviously. Well, actually, yeah, hold on. Yeah, short hair, you got long hair, short hair. Okay, yeah, there's some of them do have so much short, but yeah, that's neither here nor there. But, yeah. Yeah, that, my friends, is usually the case. I like long hair. That's why my hair is pretty long. I think it goes out to, like, around here or something when I let it all down. I started wearing this, like, a little over a year ago. Oh, I like this look. I was thinking about going for ponytails at some point. Not ponytails, pigtails at some point, you know? Because I do kind of like that look. For different reasons. I don't think for certain if I were ever to... teal. If I were to ever go for, like, some sort of goth look, you know, like the whole, like, eyeliner, black lipstick, nail, and all that stuff, definitely probably wax this because shaving doesn't get rid of the aftershave. Wait, hold on. Does waxing get rid of stubbles? The easiest way to cut down stubbles and need for touch-up shaving is to wax every time your hair reaches the right length. Huh? It's the size of a grain of rice. Oh, so I gotta wax, huh? Interesting. I feel like I'd be able to do that. I am a masochist, after all. I mean, I would most likely start with my stomach first. Mainly because outer stomach pain is more, you know, desirable. Better than inner, let me tell you. Whenever I get stomach pains from hunger, I'm just like, ugh, I can't handle it. It's too painful. Slap me or punch me in the stomach and I'll enjoy it. But stomach pains, no way, Jose. That stuff is annoying. I deal with it so often, mostly through like the weekends. I don't even eat that much either. Like when I was on vacation, the most meals I'd ever had was like 2 meals. I don't know why. That's not good. Like, I feel like I should... Crap. I should also crap, but I feel like I should try to, like, increase the amount of meals I get a day. I should. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like my body would benefit more from 4 meals a day. However... if I get to a point where I, like, do this full-time, I draw full-time, I definitely need to incorporate, like, workout stuff. All of my workout usually consists of going to work, and that's mostly, like, cardio with some, like, lifting. Whoops. Some lifting, a whole bunch of that stuff. So I do have some, like, okay, like, this is nothing impressive, but... I do have some muscles. It's just not like woo, big, very always muscular all the time. No, I don't really care for that stuff. I want to have like nice, lean kind of look. No like giant, no Arnold Schwarzenegger muscles is what I'm talking about. Kind of really go for that femboy look, you know. I mean, if I can get rid of this gut. I have a funny feeling if I somehow get rid of this gut, these will probably get bigger. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling. I mean, there's a good chance I might not actually be able to get rid of this gut. Mayhaps this is just permanent fat that can't be burned because of what happened when I was a kid. Forced upon a medication that I did not want to take as a kid, but it was for ADHD. I don't know if I even had ADHD before. I think I was diagnosed having it as a kid. But with all the drawing that I have been doing as of lately, can I really say I actually have that? Was that like a false diagnosis? My focus isn't that, like, massive. Like, it's not on the same level as, like, most people in terms of, like, they just, like, only pay attention to that and nothing but that. But, like, my focus is, like, decent enough to keep me going on drawing here when I'm, like, not doing a video, of course. When I'm doing a video, I have to, like, get some stuff in, talk about some stuff, all that stuff. I have, like, this question I want to, like, ask y'alls, and then I'm like, I'll just Google it instead. And then we Google it. But for the most part, we relatively keep everything pretty much on track here. I don't think we actually really have to worry about, losing focus. Unless it's more to ADHD than just lack of focus. I can't really say for 100% fact. I mean, sure, we do forget things sometimes, but that's usually just a forgetful mind. But that was the reason why I was put on a specific type of medication when I was young for ADHD stuff. I forgot what it was called, though. I know one of them was Risperdal, but there was another one I can't remember. I can't quite remember. And I do vaguely remember on television saying that you took this particular type of medication, you have some form of reimbursement because it apparently gives us breasts, which I've kind of grown used to. Although, to be honest with you, I have some strange, like, it's not really a fetish, but I am curious about, like, temporarily being able to turn into a girl to kind of experience the drawings that I have made. You know the drawings. I won't show it to you because YouTube and all that stuff. You can look it on DeviantArt. Look all of that on DeviantArt. You see it all. I don't know. Something about that is always, like, stuck with me. Just like girl on girl action. Just mostly why I have long hair and I haven't decided to cut it because, it just looks more attractive that way. For me, at least. To me, I look more attractive that way. Usually, I don't. If I have, like, this showing or this like that, I don't like the way my head shape looks. So that's why I have this stuff here, the bangs. But, of course, older people don't understand. And, of course, nowadays, with the whole trans stuff, it's just like, why the hell are people actively trying to do the things that they're doing with all that stuff? Why has that now become more of an issue? I mean, I think it has always been an issue, but now it's just rising up even further. And then those moronic, imbecile extremists, and I don't even know what side of politics, are apparently calling people groomers or trying to encourage those to be themselves. I don't get it. I hate people. I hate people so much. The demon side of me wants to murder so many people who just like connects the part of my brain that just activates the angry node. It sucks because the angry node does not possess the anger dome, and therefore it has no other way to express its anger other than thinking about the demon just killing a whole bunch of people, because it's just like humanity has pretty much just digressed to a point where it's literally just, I don't know what to say anymore. It's just like, it's so infuriating. Why are people like this? Why? Also, I think this is still light. No, that is effect, actually. We are fine. Oh, yes, the demon side. I've showed you the demon side before, and he is not a pleasant side you do not want to see. You kind of saw it somewhat. Anytime I get angry, the demon side comes out. I'd like to imagine the demon going into the game physically and then just literally tearing apart all of the enemies. Not even killing them, just like letting them live long enough to experience pain and suffering. Look, I know there's problems with me, and I admit it. But I also know a little bit more about myself to be able to keep some of those sides in check. Burping. It's just that sometimes it's hard to keep them in check when I have certain triggers that keeps those anger moments coming and rising. But yeah, like I said before, the whole like trans stuff thing. Even though I definitely am not in the same boat. Good example. Ranma. I have never seen the anime before. Was this boy who's able to turn into a girl when it's like what, cold water? Was it cold water or hot water? You know, I haven't watched like anything of it when I don't even know what like triggers it. Being able to temporarily turn into a girl for those specific types of scenarios, if I were to find women who are interested in that kind of stuff, would be nice to try to fully recreate those drawings in IRL. And being able to change back into my normal form would be great. Of course, just being able to change genders doesn't change your appearance. I would have to actively try to remove this. I think I'm pretty happy with where my legs and arms are. I mean, my legs are pretty big, but they're also, like, mostly muscular, I think. I mean, yeah, I basically just walk around for 8 hours a day at work, standing up, moving around. Wouldn't make any sense for my legs to just be only fat at that point, right? I don't know. I don't know. I just wish people would be more accepting with other people out there because, life's already a pain. We don't need you making it more painful for everybody else, even if it is considered a minority. That's another thing. You really want to be, you really want to, like, put down minorities like that. You really want to make yourself look like the big man here. It's kind of a douchebag move, not gonna lie. Alright, I think that's all in that department to put sepia in. I want to get this finished up. Well, not yet, actually. I'll put the sepia layer in, but I'm going to put embers here, because I do like the idea of having embers here. Ember. And speaking of ember, I might draw some mature drawing with ember at some point, The ghost girl from Danny Phantom, who apparently now has a bad rep thanks to... Who was that guy again? He committed not genocide. Well, did he commit genocide? I don't know why the hell I'm asking this question. But, what is genocide definition? We'll look that up first. The deliberate killing of a large number of people from a particular nation or ethnic... Oh. That's not it then. Homicide? Homicide definition? Manslaughter? Alright, what's this? One human being causes the death of another, not all... Oh, wait, no. Manslaughter definition. The crime of killing a human being without malice, a forethought, or otherwise in circumstances not... I mean, what? I don't know. Amber... manslaughter. Is that it? Ember man murderer? Sultan? No. I can't. You know what I'm trying to say here? Freaking Psycho Man over here with Ember. How could he do that? I mean, yeah, Ember is a villain, a bad girl, obviously. Nobody exactly knows where her age range is at, but a lot of people seems to point her to around, say, 20s, earliest late teens to mid-20s, around that point. Which kind of makes sense, I guess. If anything, I would probably point her at like 18 years old if we're going to have like the whole high school instance. Wagstaff Middle School, actually. No. Wagstaff Middle School? Is that what it is? No, that's something else. What was this again? No. Oh, wait, no, that was Bob's Burgers. I can't remember it. Like, I keep track of schools in these freaking shows. Let me clear out my, what do you call it here, so I can have a clean thingy. Except for those, I'll leave there. Those there, school? Oh, school shooter, there we go. Casper, okay, right, that makes sense. Wait, school shooter? What? There wasn't a school, was it a school? What? Oh, wait, was it a school? I thought he went to a store or something. His workplace. What? I don't freaking, I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. That's a man who let his demon too far out. Of course, his demon form didn't come out. Assuming we all have demon forms. My demon form is probably cooler than his demon form, because my demon form is a literal freaking demon. His demon form is just him with his freaking strange obsession of Ember alongside him committing mass murder. My only reason for mass murder would be if there's somebody who's trying to kill me or my family. Okay, like, very specific situation. There's my demon. There's my demon and my other three. And the goth girl that I want to be for some reason. Very specific situation. Say, okay, good example. Russia decides to invade the USA because they're douchebags or something, I don't know. And they try to invade New Jersey for some reason. Which is where I'm at. Just giving you a good heads up. I am a New Jerseyan. And I'm like, okay, well, you're trying to take my life over here, so I am going to go balls to the wall and commit mass murder upon all the troops who are trying to take on this place. At that point, the demon side kicks in. The emo side will try to take over, but probably after a few killings, the demon side will be like, it's going crazy, psychopathic kind of deal. You have to kind of let the psychopathic side take over. If you're going to survive a firefight with, a whole bunch of guns, you want to make sure that the psychopathic side takes over and ensures your survival. Of course, I would like to try to avoid, but if I have no other choice, well, I will have woken up that day choosing violence. But let's just hope that that doesn't frickin' happen, because then I wouldn't be able to create anymore if I end up dead. I don't know, which one do I want? This one or this one? Let me try somewhere in the magenta department. Magenta looks good. That's an all-theoretical scenario, man. Either that or become slaves to the Russian, what do you call it? And I've always said that if I was in slavery time, I would probably just choose dying by trying to kill a whole bunch of white men who are trying to enslave my people, rather than having to live through it, because, let's be honest here, that is not a good life. We're technically already living through it with how work is. I like that red color. Yes, there's a lot of mental problems, but we all put it where it needs to be, and we don't use it to harm innocent people. Because otherwise, you're a douchebag who is just out there just harming... Oh, wait, no, I should probably make these gems glow, shouldn't I? Otherwise, you're just a douchebag who is going to constantly cause pain and suffering to those who don't deserve it. Although I guess war is a whole other aspect, because those people aren't given much of a choice in the matter. War is a really gray area. You would think that there would be the people who are being brought into this would be smart enough to realize that, hey, we're only doing this war because of the corporations which want to do this stuff, or because the madman in charge wants to do this or that or something or another. Technically speaking, the people have the choice, unless the people in charge are the ones who also share the same psychotic views. It's just so annoying. Why do we always have to choose violence? I mean, yeah, I get it, violence and all that stuff, but why do we have to choose it? Why do we always have to wake up and choose violence? Alright, there's the gem colors. I don't know, folks. All I know is that, man ruined Ember for us. I'm still probably going to draw Fetish Artifact at some point, and war sucks. War, never changes. Unless, you just make a war all about remote-controlled robots and no human lives are at stake. That would be better. Like, what reason does they have to blow up the entirety of a building, right? There's no reason. Just to fucking show off their goddamn psychopathic tendencies. Now, robots. If we were to make robots and we have those fight wars, remote control robots, of course, then that would probably solve more issues. Alright, well, enough with war talk and enough with burning and all that stuff. We've got the drawing done with. So, with that being said, effects without, effects with. Working in front of his anvil with the forged light, lighting the area up. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Keep the man relatively lit up. Ganther in the back looking at all the sword, the weaponry. Mostly great swords. He does use a great sword after all. Well, there you have it, folks. 3 hours in. Alright, awesome. Great. I'm glad I did this because I was so pissed off. And now I'm not pissed off anymore. Still slightly agitated. That game is still so annoying, but we'll still try to get through it. Anyways, thank you all for watching today's video. If you liked it, please leave a like. Subscribe for more and check out that there playlist. I'm probably going to get another drawing done with Saturday, and we'll post it later Saturday as well. This one's also going to be later tonight, I should say. Or in this case, because nobody really watches these in the future. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.